Eagles will host one of their oldest rivals, the Meadville Bulldogs, in the 2021 season opener. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs here along with Chris Birch. Chris, here at Forker Field on a warm late summer evening, the season opener. Two longtime rivals that have been battling since 1922. A lot of great games over the years, and we are expecting another one tonight.
Yeah, no question, Ryan. I actually think the warm, sticky, hot night that you mentioned, I think that's going to be a kind of a factor in this game. It's hot. It's kind of not normal hot. It's hot. And certainly that's going to be a battle with fatigue and cramping and things like that. It's going to be well over 80 at kickoff, and you don't usually see that. This little rivalry between Grove City and Meadville, we've seen it a number of times in region play over the years. We've seen it a couple of times in a District 10 championship. It is one of the best, I guess you could say, non-all-local rivalries I think that we have. These two schools, similar in size, and has just made for some great football games over the past 99 years, but also really in the time you and I have been calling games here together. A lot of great ones you and I have seen.
Certainly the teams played together most recently in 5A play. They played in back-to-back District 10 championship games with each team winning one of those. And but each team winning one of those, they were, of course, in region play. They region play in the late 2000s, and even back in the 1970s, they were in the Northwest Conference together. So a lot of history between these programs.
Yeah, I mean that game, those couple of District 10 championships. Both of those games were memorable and notable for different reasons. The first one, of course, Meadville winning, putting up all those points, featuring the great Penn State player Journey Brown, and then the following year, Grove City able to get Coach Sam Mowry his first District 10 championship, and all of the emotion and joy that we felt getting to be down on the field with them after the game. So yeah, two real memorable District 10 championship games between these teams, and they've kept that rivalry going, and I think it's a great opener for both of these teams that really have very high aspirations and think that they have a chance to be really good this year. So it's a great opener for both teams, and I think it's going to be beneficial for each program.
Teams are out on the field going through their warm-ups. Meadville off to the left, Grove City leaving the field, heading off to the right. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more of our pregame show. Don't forget, we'll visit with Grove City coach Sam Mowry, and we will also have the Penn Ohio Roofing starting lineups. All that and more on Sports Radio 96.7. Last time they played here in 2019, a wild 38-33 win. Grove City was very fortunate to get out of here with a win at home.
Yeah, I mean, that game started off with Grove City seeming to kind of dominate them, but then all of a sudden, Meadville got a little bit of traction, scored a couple of touchdowns, got the football back, and you're actually thinking this game that seemed like it could possibly be a blowout early could end up being a Meadville win. And, certainly typifies the recent times for these two programs when they have played each other. We talked about those District 10 championship games between these two programs. The first one, a Meadville win with the great Journey Brown playing for the Bulldogs. The second one, Coach Sam Mowry picking up his first District 10 championship, and just kind of what a huge moment and completing the turnaround from his first couple of years. That was such a great emotional moment for him in this program. So, this has just been a really enjoyable rivalry here, and you and I have caught several great games between these two teams, and we expect tonight will be no different, as both teams are expecting to have a great year.
Grove City went 4-4 last year, but 4-1 against teams that weren't named Hickory. Meadville went 5-2 in Class 4A and lost a tough one to Harbor Creek in the District 10 semifinals, 20-16. Meadville, not a lot back in terms of overall numbers, but what the Bulldogs have back is pretty darn good. We'll talk about that. Grove City, a full cupboard, a big senior class with a lot of 2 and what will be 3-year starters. We'll talk about that after this quick break. We'll come back with more pregame after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
He's on.
For a free estimate.
Wow, this food is delicious.
Do you know how hard it is to find a bar like V's that has good food?
Or V's. They have great drinks.
And great service.
And big TVs.
And is a great place to stop before and after the games.
No matter how you call it, V's or V's, when you're out with friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, V's Pub and Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesdays through Saturday with happy hour from 4:30 to 6:30. V's Pub and Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
Are you someone who has a bowl filled with medicine bottles? Discover the safe, secure, and convenient way to take your medications from the Medicine Shop in Hermitage with Script Ease, your meds easy as 1, 2, 3. The Medicine Shop in Hermitage provides you with the industry's best solution to manage your health care and medications. For more information, contact the Medicine Shop in Hermitage today or ask your healthcare provider how to schedule your in-home appointment today and start to live a healthier and happier life. Medicine Shop Pharmacy on East State Street in Hermitage or online at hermitagems.com.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy of Hermitage. Caring beyond prescriptions.
And welcome back to Grove City's Forker Field. Ryan Briggs and Chris Birch with you. Andy Ryder back in the studio. I believe we have everything all ironed out. Seems like we are firing on all cylinders. And that's what both teams are hoping to do here tonight, both Grove City and Meadville. And looking at the home team, the Grove City Eagles, Chris, a lot of familiar names. This is a senior-laden squad. This is a year that the Eagles have been building towards. Not that they were necessarily, had fallen off a whole lot, but kind of young the last 2 years. Small senior class this year. Big senior group, not only big but very experienced and very talented.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you look at certainly they lost some great skill players and a couple of good linemen last year. Got good valuable guys, but. Yeah, there's no doubt the heart and soul of the varsity team the past couple of years has been this particular group, the class of 2022, and they are expecting big things. Obviously, the running back Curtis Hovis had such a great season, kind of got better every week last year, and had that unbelievable playoff game against Fort LaBeouf. The linemen, very experienced, very senior heavy up front. 4 out of the starting front 5 are seniors. Tommy Rogers, the center, the only junior. Just a bunch of tough-minded, good leaders, heart and soul type guys with a couple of stars to go with some very talented, very fast, very explosive underclassmen. This is a Grove City group that obviously everybody's kind of talking about Sharon or Hickory as they should be. Sharon maybe bouncing back, Slippery Rock being improved, but this Grove City team certainly a group that returns a lot, and all of a sudden some of the freshmen and sophomore that weren't big contributors last year, they seem poised to make a big splash. And of course, leading the charge with that is the guy who kind of separated himself from 3 or 4 guys that had a chance to be the starting quarterback this year, and that's the sophomore Hunter Homan, who he just looked terrific last week, I guess, at the in the scrimmage. Going to be real interesting. One of his favorite targets is, of course, Gavin Lutz, the sophomore, and he's got some young guys out on the wing with Joey Hathaway, the sophomore, move-in, and Hayden McCready. So again, nice little mixture of a good senior class with some really explosive underclassmen.
And it will be interesting to see how Homan does. This is his first start. He has attempted all of one pass at the varsity level. He completed it and went for 38 yards last year in reserve duty. Homan, also standout wrestler, Northwest Regional qualifier at 138 pounds, went 24-4. And the Grove City defense, you're looking there, a lot of the same guys there. But this is, you look at Grove City listing 9 seniors among the starting 11. This is an experienced unit. They'll use the 4-4 again under defensive coordinator Brad Trezona. They have size, they have speed, and they have experience.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, and that system has worked so well, Coach Trezona, again, there's just something about when the kind of the heart of your team is seniors, particularly the guys up front, the linemen, and this defensive bunch. Again, same kind of a deal. You got seniors at the heart and soul of it with Nate Wadsworth, Gage DeGlonsky, Jacob Blair, Cole Hammerman, who had such a great season last year, and then the linebacking core of Luciana Trezona, Curtis Hovis, and Anthony Pereira, all seniors straight across the board. Just tough-minded guys that are going to, I think, carry along some of these underclassmen. Where so much of the kind of the speed and expectations are out in the corner. You have the sophomore again that we talked about on the offensive side, Gavin Lutz, who really established himself as a star last year as a freshman. We will also see Zach Rogers, who does a great job at the free safety spot. So going to be real tough defense, I think, Briggsy.
Grove City coming in, as we said, 4-4 last year. District 10 runner-up in 3A. Meadville, playoff participant in Class 4A, going 5-2 under head coach Ray Collins, now in his 8th year. Meadville, 1 senior on the roster. Griffin Bazell. He's a very good one. If you're going to have one, you'd like it to be Griffin Bazell, 6', 205. He'll start at halfback and at linebacker. Bazell also very good wrestler too at 189 pounds. But averaged 10 yards a carry. And Bazell and Kelon Simmons, junior running back, they're the 2 key guys on Meadville on the Meadville backfield.
Right.
And if they have a big night, it's going to be a good night for the Dogs.
It's such an interesting story how this Meadville team loses 7 or 8 starters on both sides of the ball, but yet some of the big names. You said it. Simmons, the junior halfback, and Bazell, the senior halfback. They were the stars of the team last year that was so heavy with seniors. Now they're going to be the stars of the team that are very heavy with underclassmen and guys making being first-year starters. So it's a very talented team. It's just a little bit of an unknown how some of these underclassmen are going to be and perform in a regular season game under the Friday night lights.
4 juniors and a sophomore will start on the offensive line, but one of those juniors, Roan Woodrow, he's a good one, 5'10", 215, guard and nose tackle. Last year, 5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss. He was a Northwest Regional qualifier at 215 pounds, and Woodrow kind of helping to lead the way for a young offensive and defensive line for Meadville. The Bulldogs, they too will have a first-time starter at quarterback, Gavin Longstreth. He's a junior, 5'8", 175, and in this Meadville offense with Coach Collins, what we've seen over the years, and we've seen a lot of the Bulldogs, and then even when he was the head coach at Conneaut Lake, going back in the 2000s, they're going to run the wing tee, and the quarterback, your job is get everybody in the right spot and don't screw it up.
Right. Yeah, and then and occasionally when that particular offense has a star running back, they put up just monstrous numbers, and it's a very difficult offense to sort of contend with and prepare for, because you can't give defensive players assignments that you have to make reads. You have to do some things that right there out on the field that you can't necessarily prepare for in the film room and on the field. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for this Grove City defense.
Yeah, and the Eagles last year did not play a Delaware Wing T team. They played Hickory, which is a spread team. Sharon had kind of gone to sort of a version of it after playing the spread early on. And Slippery Rock, a spread team. Then the playoffs, Fort LaBeouf operating sort of a split back offense. But the last time Grove City played against the Wing T, the 2019 finale here against Meadville.
Right.
And Meadville had 375 yards of offense.
Right.
Grove City won, but it was because of what the offense did.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I was just going to say, especially, in the second half of that game, Meadville got that offense going. And, they're kind of like a basketball team that, if you get up 20 on them, you can't relax, and that's kind of what this Meadville team has always posed, not only with their athletes, but with that style of offense that the coaching staff runs there.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will visit with Grove City head coach Sam Mowry. Don't forget, we also have the Penn Ohio Roofing starting lineups coming up after this break. Grove City and Meadville coming up.
St. Paul's at 724-588-7610 or visit online at lifeatstpauls.org, providing equal housing opportunity.
Honey, I'm going to call Mom and Dad again. I've been calling all day and can't get a hold of them.
Hi, thanks for calling. I'm not home right now, but leave a message.
When your parents find the right senior living facility full of activities, you just might have to wait for them to call you back.
With so many amenities, everyone wants to live at the Lakes at Jefferson. Daily activities, transportation, professional meals, 24-hour security, and apartments with a size and cost to fit your budget. Independent Living at the Lakes offers residents a carefree living lifestyle, while the personal care suites give the comfort and care for each individual's need. The staff at Lakes at Jefferson is dedicated to providing the highest level of care to each resident. The Lakes at Jefferson, a comfy, cozy community in the country, but just a short drive to town. The Lakes at Jefferson, an Embassy healthcare community, care-driven, family-oriented. Call 724-704-0039. That's 724-704-0039.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Did you know Herman's Pure Spring Water can be conveniently delivered to your home or office for free? Did you know that Herman's Water in most cases is delivered only 48 hours after being bottled? Take advantage of Herman's special introductory offer. Receive your first month cooler rental and get 2 5-gallon bottles for free. That's a $20 value with no strings attached. Herman's Water in Sharpsville since 1908. Online at hermanswater.com. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy of Hermitage, caring beyond prescriptions.
We're back on Sports Radio 96.7, and I'm joined by Grove City head coach Sam Mowry. And, Coach, obviously, even with, several returning players like you have, every year being a new year, especially after a strange year last year, just generally talk about how your camp went and sort of how you guys are feeling right now heading into week one.
Well, that's something that we talked about during camp. As you look back to last year, and number one, just so very thankful that we were able to play. Fantastic. And looking back on not having a camp and then comparing it again to now when we were able to have a camp, it's just such a tremendous difference, not only in time on the field.
National anthem here at Grove City. Ryan Briggs with you along with Chris Birch. We have an interview with Sam Mowry that is not coming across apparently. We were hearing it, but Andy Ryder was not hearing it back at the studio. So Chris, quickly, kind of summarize what Coach Mowry had to say.
I screwed up.
Get things back to normal and have the guys spend some time together. And, again, he's so gracious about all that. So,
okay, well, now we are ready for head coach Sam Mowry.
All right. Especially after a strange year last year. Just generally talk about your how your camp went and sort of how you guys are feeling right now heading into week one.
Well, that's something that we talked about during camp. Is you look back to last year and number one, just so very thankful that we were able to play 8 games last year. So that was fantastic. And looking back on not having a camp and then comparing it again to now when we were able to have a camp, and just such a tremendous difference, not only in time on the field, but just all of those little things that the kids missed last year, that the time in the locker room, the slip and slide the kids set up at the end of camp, the team lunches together, all of that time, you just really get to see the kids grow together. You get to see them enjoy being together, and that's really been something special this camp that we've all really enjoyed watching. And I know there were several times, as coaches were up there in the field house, and more than happy to stay a little bit longer to give kids time to be together and enjoy their time together.
Yeah, that is such a great difference between this year and last year. And, obviously a few key losses from a season ago, but, lots and lots of familiar names. You have, I think you could characterize sort of an experienced, tough-minded, just a good, solid senior class. Talk about the senior class generally heading into the season.
This senior class, it's an experienced group, but that doesn't necessarily translate into wins. And one thing that these kids really focus on is pushing themselves to be their very best and not settling for anything less than that. So, our seniors that graduated provided great leadership and a blueprint for what it takes to be successful. The seniors before them provided that, and you can see right now that these upperclassmen are replicating that blueprint and pushing it to a higher standard and showing these younger kids what it takes to be successful and the things that you need to do to work and find success on fields on Friday night. So this has been a great off season. I know they're all chomping at the bit to get back out here tonight, but their focus isn't on Meadville or isn't on an opponent. Their focus is trying to be the best version of themselves that they could be.
And that was Grove City coach Sam Mowry with our Chris Birch. Ryan Briggs here with you at Forker Field. It is time now for tonight's starting lineups. And the starting lineups, as always, are brought to you by Penn Ohio Roofing. Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding. Roofing, siding, windows, and more. Find out more at pennohiorc.com. It is time for the starting lineups. First for Grove City. And the Eagles will be led on offense by quarterback Hunter Homan. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 160, making his first start. The running back Curtis Hubbas, 5'9", 185, a senior. The receivers, Anthony Pereira, 6'5", 200, a junior. Gavin Lutz, 5'11", 165, a sophomore. And Joey Hathaway, 5'10", 155, a sophomore. We'll also see Hayden McCready, 5'10", 155, a junior at receiver. The H-back is Zach Rogers, 5'10", 175, a senior. The offensive line, left to right. At left tackle, it's Nate Wadsworth, 6', 210. He is a senior. The left guard, Jacob Blair, 6'3", 235, a senior. Tommy Rogers, the center, 5'9", 190, a junior. Dylan Winger at right guard, 6 feet, 250, a senior. And Gage Dagonski, 6'2", 265, a senior. The Meadville defense, it's a 4-4 under coordinator Mike Richards. The ends are Jordan Young, 6'1", 205, a junior, and Justice Esser, 6'1", 205, a sophomore. The nose tackle, Roan Woodrow, 5'10", 215, a junior, and Rurik Douglas. Douglas is 6'4", 270. He is a junior. And so Woodrow and Douglas are the tackles. The linebackers on the outside, Brighton Anderson, 5'9", 155, a sophomore, and Brady Walker, 5'9", 200, a junior. The inside linebackers are Hunter Graham, 5'10", 175, a senior, and Griffin Bazell, 6 feet, 205, the team's only senior. The defensive backs, the corners are Kellan Simmons, 5'8", 165, a junior, and Andre Jefferson, 6'2", 150, a junior. Ryan Reichels, the free safety, 5'10", 145, a sophomore. The Meadville offense will be led by quarterback Gavin Longstreth. He also makes his first start, 5'8", 175, a junior. The fullback is Walker, Simmons the left half, Bazell the right halfback. Jenkins, Reichel, Jefferson will be the split ends. They'll rotate. Jordan Hamilton at left tackle, 6 feet 280, a junior. Woodrow at left guard, Graham at center, Esser at right guard, Douglas right tackle. Young is the tight end. Grove City's defense a 4-4. The ends are Wadsworth and Cole Hammerman. Hammerman, 6 feet 190, a senior. Dugonski and Blair are the tackles. We'll also see Dylan Ahern, 6'2", 205, a junior up front. The outside linebackers are Pereira and Luciano Trezona. Trezona, 5'10", 190, a senior. Winger and Hubbas are the inside linebackers. The corners are Lutz and Hathaway. Rogers is the free safety. We'll take a 30-second break and come back with tonight's opening kick. It's Grove City and Meadville in the 2021 opener. Coming up next on Sports Radio 96.7.
Medicine, the area's most comprehensive provider of sports medicine and sports rehab services.
And we are back here at Grove City's Forker Field. Team captains are meeting at midfield for Grove City. It's Nate Wadsworth, Gage Dugonski, Curtis Hubbas, John Hake, who's the kicker and punter, and Zach Rogers. And Meadville has its captains out there. And out there for the Bulldogs, we see Hunter Graham, Griffin Bazell is out there. And we also, the third man, we can't see. I believe it's Rurik Douglas.
Yeah. I think you are correct there, yes.
Grove City has won the toss. Eagles have elected to defer their option until the second half, so it will be Meadville receiving, we presume. Grove City will defend the scoreboard end. That's the west end here at Forker Field. Temperature still about 80 degrees right now. It is warm, it is humid. There are some thunderstorms off to the north, but we think we're going to be okay here.
Yeah.
We think.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously the sun is, still shining a little bit, but yeah, you can see some black clouds off to the off in the distance here a little bit. So yeah, you never know. That might cool things off, but it'll certainly sort of change the nature of the game here. But yeah, just a perfect night, a great view at this stadium. I always kind of love coming here, and you just kind of get the whole panorama spectrum of Pine Township here. So
this
great
is the
stuff.
borough.
The borough, yeah, it's looking off into Pine Township, yeah. So yeah, good stuff though.
Grove City's in the all-black uniforms tonight. Grove City, black tops, black pants, black helmets, old gold numbers and letters outlined in white, gold and white trim. Meadville, white jerseys, red numbers and letters outlined in black, red pants, black helmets with a metallic red M and a stripe down the middle. And Grove City, plain helmets for the Eagles, all black. So it will be Grove City kicking off, going left to right. John Hake will tee it up at the 40, and 2021 is about to get underway. Deep for Meadville, the very dangerous Kalon Simmons. He ran one back for a touchdown last year, a 95-yarder. Brighton Anderson also deep. They are back at the 10-yard line. The wind, what wind there is a light wind, and it is at Hake's back.
Yeah, he actually ran one back last week in a scrimmage too, I guess. So yeah, he is very, very much a weapon for this team on kickoffs.
Hake on the run-up, and he sends a liner on the far side. It is caught and fielded to 27 by a man sliding down, and he is down there immediately. Fielding it for Meadville is Ryan Reichel. He'll start at free safety on defense. Meadville will have it at the 20, they'll call it the 28-yard line.
Yeah, not a bad strategy to kind of keep the ball away from him, and so you'll sacrifice a little bit of possibly field position, give them decent field position, but keep it out of his hands on the kickoff. So I like the I like the move there by Coach Mowry and company.
Meadville will go right to left. Ball's on the far right hash. Simmons is a wing to the left. Next to tight end Jordan Young. Split backs, turn, handoff. It's a power play to Bazell off the left side. He's across the 30. Driving for it, has the 35. Finally brought down at about the 38. He'll pick up close to 10. Hubbas and Wadsworth finally bring him down, but Griffin Bazell on student body left Picks up 10, it appears. It's going to be first down or second. Yep. The line judge on the near side says move the sticks. First down, Meadville.
Yeah, Bazell's student body all by himself. He was just dragging the pile there. Averaged 10 yards per carry last year. 588 yards rushing on 56 carries. He's a lot to deal with. 6 foot 205.
He nets 10 on his first carry of the season. Simmons motion left to right. He gets the handoff on a jet sweep, trying to get around the right side, has a little bit of room. Now bounces outside. He's to the 45. He's at midfield, has the first down, and knocked out of bounds in Grove City territory. Zach Rogers knocked him out of bounds, but pickup of 12 for Kelon Simmons.
Yeah, I mean, we basically see with those two plays what they're trying to do. You know, they're going to come right at you with Bazell, and then they're going to try to get Simmons out on the edge, and both very successful, picking up 10-plus yard gains both times.
Ball right at midfield as Meadville moves right to left. Simmons wing left, split backs behind quarterback Gavin Longstreth. And it's a buck sweep over the left side to Bazell, has the 45, driving forward down to the 42-yard line. Wadsworth brings him down, but not before Bazell picks up 8 more.
You know, I tell you what, those first 2 drives had a lot to do with the running back. That one was a pretty good surge by this young Meadville offensive line, opening up a nice hole that time for Bazell. So this Meadville team, three plays in, color us impressed.
2nd and 2, Reichel wide left. Ball in the middle of the field. Bazell wing to the right. Handoff, and it is a buck sweep to Simmons over the right side. He will get outside the numbers, the 40 to the 35. Simmons along the sideline to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Meadville. The Meadville Bulldogs take the lead 6-0, a 42-yard touchdown run, a drive that takes only 4 plays and 1:17.
Wow. Simmons just kind of turned on the Jets there, and it looked, certainly like Grove City had them hemmed in, but all of a sudden he comes out of the pile heading down the sideline, and no one was going to catch him at that point. So the 2 really talented running backs here for Meadville sort of showing their skill set off here on this first drive.
Simmons, his reward for the touchdown is he gets to attempt the extra point. It's his first year as the kicker. He led the Bulldogs in scoring last year, and their short a man are the Bulldogs. Tate Reichel, who's a backup quarterback, is the holder. And now the 11th man comes out there for Meadville. Kicking at the goalpost to left. Snap is high. Simmons, a kick is up, and it is good. So Simmons accounts for all 7 points, a 42-yard touchdown run. He adds the extra point, and Meadville has an early 7-0 lead. We'll come back with the kickoff on Sports Radio 96.7.
The Social Security program allows you to start receiving benefits as soon as you reach age 62. The question is, should you? Monthly payments differ substantially depending on when you start receiving benefits. The longer you wait, the larger each monthly check will be, up to the age of 70. To review your Social Security benefit options, call Dave Cashdollar or Tim Cashdollar at 724-458-5233 or stop in at 115 Erie Street, Grove City, PA 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Dave Cashdollar also offers advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar & Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
The first quarter is being brought to you by Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, the area's most comprehensive provider of sports medicine and sports rehab services.
Kelon Simmons kicks off, sends it downfield, fielded at the 15 by Grove City. It's Gavin Lutz with it, upfield to the 25, that's Joey Hathaway with it, Grove City has the shoulder stripes that look like it's have a number 11 on the side, which would be Gavin Lutz. Instead, it's Hathaway. Anyway, Hathaway takes the ball into Meadville territory. He's out of bounds to 45. A very healthy run back for Joey Hathaway.
Yeah, good. Certainly kind of needed that little pickup after the Meadville touchdown. Joey Hathaway kind of showing off the skill set that certainly Grove City is happy that he he got here. Of course, Hathaway, the son of the longtime successful Slippery Rock head coach Brendan Hathaway, and they've moved back up to the area, and he's going to be a good player here for the Eagles.
Grove City, its first offensive set of the night. Hunter Homan in the shotgun will give the handoff to Curtis Hubbas. Hubbas crashes into the line, bounced off of Bazell, and will take the ball to the 41-yard line, brought down by Jordan Young. A hard-earned 4 yards for Curtis Hubbas.
Yeah, you kind of get the feeling, don't you, after the way Meadville scored and now this Grove City offense with all of its weapons, that we could perhaps be seeing one of those basketball scores in this game again, which we've seen a few times between these two teams. So
Hoban in the shotgun, brings Rogers in motion from left to right. Option, quick pitch out to Hubbas, trying to get it around the right side. Has an alley. Hubbas to the 35 and is chopped down there out in the open by Reichel, the free safety. Simmons also in on the tackle. Looks as if Hubbas will pick up about 6, very close to the lead stick. And it is it a first down? Yes, it is. They will give him enough for the first down. Grove City has its first down of the night. Quickly, the handoff is to Hubbas. Breaks one tackle at the line, but cannot get away from Roan Woodrow, the nose tackle. Pickup of a yard, 2nd and 9 upcoming.
You can see what Grove City's trying to do here. Just trying to test the fatigue of this, relatively untested Meadville defense.
2nd down and 9. Hathaway wide right. Pereira is the slot to the left inside of Lutz. Rogers wing to the right. Homan gets the shotgun snap, throws it near side, caught by Hathaway at the 30. Hathaway to the 25, down to the 22-yard line. Brady Walker will bring him down, but the first completion of the season for Homan will pick up a dozen. First down Eagles.
Yeah, I like the kind of getting your sophomore quarterback a little confidence on that first one. Just a quick out to Hathaway, nice catch, nice pickup after the catch by Hathaway.
Play action, throw out to Hathaway on the right sideline, heads upfield to the 15, breaks a tackle by Jefferson. Finally bulldogged down by Walker just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of about 11. The Eagles will have another first down, it would appear. And referee says move the sticks. So Eagles have it 1st and 10 at the 11. Quickly moving into the McCandless Ford red zone. Give to Hubbas up the middle. Hubbas hit in the backfield. He will get nothing. In fact, he will lose a yard or two. Woodrow finished him off. Walker on the tackle, amongst others. We also see Justice Esser, and it is a loss of a yard, bringing up 2nd and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, it's kind of the first time the Meadville defense has made a play here the whole time. So see how Grove City responds now, 2nd and 11.
We have a quick stoppage momentarily as one of the Meadville players will have to check out. Hunter Graham has an equipment issue, so he'll exit. And Ty Tidball will check in for the Bulldogs. Appropriate. Tidball Avenue is just right up over the hill.
Yeah.
2nd and 11. Rogers will motion left to right. Homan on the option, quick pitch to Hubbas. Hubbas to the short side of the field, to the 10, cuts inside a man. Hubbas to the 5, and Tidball will bring him down at the 5, inside the 5 at the 4. Bazell also in on the tackle. It will be 3rd and 2, or call it 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. Ball at the 4. They have to get to the 1 for the first down.
Yeah, it's another good read by Hunter Homan. He's out there on that option. He freezes the linebacker, makes the pitch right on time, and Hubbas able to get out there and do what he does and pinball off of people and knock people over before 4 guys have to drag him down.
3rd and 3 from the 4. Rogers is an up back. Terzona checks in as an extra blocker. He motions left to right, and the handoff is to Hubbas. Hubbas over the right side has the first down. He has the touchdown. Curtis Hubbas crashes in from 4 yards out, and Grove City is an extra point away from tying up this one.
Yeah, very, very impressive drive. You could tell, kind of the scripted play that Coach Mowry likes to do to start the game. Every play was a positive play in some ways, and Grove City offense with a great answer to the great first drive by the Meadville Bulldogs.
John Hake on to attempt the extra point, went 18 of 19 on conversions last year. Kicking at the goalpost to the right. Snap a little bit high. Kick by the lefty is up. And Hake ties the game at 7. 7 minutes, 46 seconds to go first quarter. We're tied at 7 on Sports Radio 96.7.
Hi, this is... loans to the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, and they might just put cash in your pocket. If they can lower your payment on a loan you have with another lender, Grove City Area Federal Credit Union will pay you up to $100. Visit the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union or visit their website at gcafcu.org. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
The first quarter is being brought to you by Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, the area's most comprehensive provider of sports medicine and sports rehab services.
John Hake will kick off for Grove City. Simmons and Anderson deep for the Meadville Bulldogs. We're tied at 7:46 to go first quarter. So each team opening the game with a touchdown. Hake has it teed up at the 40 in the middle of the field. The lefty on the approach, 5 men on either side of him. And the kick is pooched to the far sideline, and Reichel will field it at the 25. Reichel to the 30, stumbles forward. Reichel across the 35, and he will be knocked out of bounds near the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bulldogs after the short kickoff.
Right, and that's, you know, certainly the risk that you take when you try to keep it away from a very talented returner. You know, is you're obviously going to give them pretty good field position each time in an effort to avoid a big play. So yeah, the Meadville Bulldogs coming off of that fantastic first drive where they, scored a quick touchdown and really showed off the incredible skill set of both of the running backs. So see how the Grove City defense answers here, because certainly on their heels a little bit after that drive.
Meadville moving right to left on the far right hash mark. Jefferson deploys wide to the right on the short side of the field. Jordan Young tight left. Double wing set. Walker the fullback, the single back. Bazell comes in motion, and a flag thrown by the umpire and the referee, and somebody got a head start, it would appear, for Meadville.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Meadville didn't do on the first drive. Is, you know, this young team, lots of first-year starters along the line and a first-year starting quarterback. They didn't make any mistakes, and so here we go, kind of maybe a little bit more what we expected here early on, with Meadville making a few mistakes and setting themselves back 5 yards here.
Ball back to the 35-yard line for first and 15. Double wing set. Simmons in motion from left to right, and they give us to Walker his first carry of the night, and he will get a yard before then being driven back by the teeth of the defense. Not much running room over right guard that time. Winger in there to finish him off. Hammerman was there. It will be second and long for Meadville.
Yeah, that's maybe a good confidence booster right there for this Grove City defense, as they were able to clog that up, and just got to get out. Just got to make sure that you're really conscious of the edges, because they're fast. Meadville is fast.
Second and 13, a generous spot for 2-yard gain. Handoff comes to Bazell off left tackle. Bazell looking to get upfield to the 40, runs over a man and is chopped down out in the open, close to the 45. By Joey Hathaway. He got Bazell down, but Bazell able to pick up 7. Yeah. Now Meadville still third and about, we'll call it 6, but after the first down penalty, Bulldogs, all things considered, not in a bad spot.
Yeah, first down penalty, and then the very next play they don't gain much. So yeah, they've kind of cleaned up some of that. But this is a big play. This is a big play right here for the Grove City defense.
Third down and 6 at the 44. Split backs behind Longstreth. Hand off to Simmons on a sweep over the right side. Breaks one tackle and then is taken down right at the 45. Zach Rogers up and run support. Got him in a double leg and took him down. It's a pickup of 2, and Meadville will have 4th down and 4 from its own 46. And, of course, Simmons is the punter.
Right.
So that's a dangerous guy back there punting. We'll see what the Bulldogs do.
Yeah. Right, and you 4th and 4 in the middle of the field. Certainly they've got to have some plays in the playbook to go for it. But it does appear they are in regular punt formation. But like you said, the incredibly talented Kaylon Simmons is the punter. So,
and we have a flag. Referee threw the flag and illegal substitution on Meadville. And 3, 4. 7, 8, 9. They have 11, but apparently somebody came in
late
and didn't do what they were supposed to do. So now 4th and 9, which probably eliminates the chance of a fake.
I was just going to say, right, and not to mention if it doesn't work, they don't want Grove City to get the football, on the Meadville 41.
Simmons to punt. Averaged 35.4 per kick last year on 8 punts. Snap a rainbow. Simmons gets away. It's an end-over-end kick. It will be fielded at the 25 on the far sideline. Heading upfield with it is the return man for Grove City. That's Lutz upfield to the 30, the 35 knocked out of bounds. Rogers, excuse me.
Yeah.
Again, those shoulder stripes got me, Chris.
Yeah.
They have, Grove City has 2 gold stripes, or a gold and a white stripe on the outside, and it looks like 11, where a number normally would be.
Everyone, and so what? Everybody on the far end of the field with defensive players obscuring the view, everyone looks like number 11, right? Yeah, so that's not to mention we're often right when we call Gavin Lutz's name. So yeah, it's oh yeah, you're right. So you see what the Grove City offense, who was near flawless in their touchdown drive to start this football game, see what they dial up this time.
Eagles have the ball at their own 39-yard line, moving left to right here in the first quarter in a 7-all tie. Hunter Homan in the shotgun, has a wingman to the left. Handoff is given to Hubbas over the right side, bouncing outside. Hubbas charges forward across the 45 to the 46. Curtis Hubbas picks up 7, brought down by the defensive end, Jordan Young.
Yeah, Hubbas, I said this about him so many times last year. He's that guy you jump up from making a tackle against him, and the defense almost celebrates because they got him down, but then you realize he's picked up 6, 7, 8 yards, and that's what he does. That was a great example of that right there.
Eagles quickly back to the line. Homan's pass intended for McCready, batted down by Hunter Graham. Came charging through from his inside linebacker spot. Looked like a volleyball spike. It's 3rd and 3 for the Eagles.
Yeah, Graham, great timing there. Got in there and decided he had a better chance to tip the pass and sack the quarterback. So he kind of bounced out, jumped up, and timed that perfectly.
3rd and 3 for Grove City. Ball just inside the near hash on the 46. 3 receivers left on the wide side of the field. Homan out of the shotgun. Deep drop, sets up a screen near side Hubbas, and he has dropped in the backfield. Thrown for a loss of about 3. Jordan Young having a pretty active first quarter. Grove City completes the pass but loses 3, and the Eagles will send the punt unit out.
Yeah, both defenses, certainly responding well on the second drives of the game. So yeah, it looks like the Bulldogs going to get the football back as John Hake out to punt.
Hake to punt. He was the regular punter last year, averaged 32.3. And Simmons back deep. He had an 85-yard punt return for a touchdown last year. Snap from Lutz back to Hake. The lefty sends it downfield. It's a spinner. It will hit at the 28. It'll bounce close to the 20. And Joey Hathaway will down it at the 21-yard line. Looked like it might have a little bit more steam on it, but it's down to a 36-yard punt. But more importantly for Grove City, also a net of 36.
Yeah, I think probably what Hathaway was thinking was, I'm not going to give him any opportunities to Simmons, that is, to come up and try to field that. So I'm just going to get it right now. Maybe, probably a good safe play that time for Grove City.
First down for Meadville from its own 21-yard line. Each team scored on its first possession. Each team a 3-and-out on its second possession.
How about that? Yeah, that's unique, certainly, for how the teams looked offensively on their first touchdown drives.
Jefferson wide left, split backs behind Longstreth. Bazell wing to the right. It's a turn, toss, and Simmons with it over the right side on toss power. Runs over defender, gets to the 30, close to the lead marker, Kalon Simmons. The toss power play, and he'll pick up 9, almost 10. The lead first down marker's trying to go, and now the trail guy wouldn't go. It's opening night for the guys on the chain gang, too.
Right.
But Simmons picks up 10, first down Bulldogs.
Yeah, it might be dramatic to say that was a touchdown-saving tackle by Rogers, but if he gets out of that tackle, I don't know if anybody's catching him.
Bulldogs on 1st and 10 from the 31. This time the give is to Bazell. Bazell will get to the 35 and then is gang tackled. But Bazell will get 4, close to 5 on the play. And he's much like Curtis Hubbas. You think, hey, we got him down.
Right.
And next thing you know, he has 5 yards.
Right, exactly, yeah. It's so difficult, and it takes so much effort to bring him down. And, he just kind of drags piles and makes it tough.
Bazell picking up 5 to the 36. 2nd down and 5. Split backfield behind quarterback Longstreth. Jefferson wide left. Handoff to Simmons over the right side. Cuts upfield, and that hole closes quickly as the Grove City defense able to diagnose that play, the off-tackle run. And it's on the far side over there. That was Hayden McCready coming up to make the tackle from his cornerback spot.
Yeah. Again, that's what you have to do. You have to try to get to him before he gets a full head of steam going. Two good jobs, first by Rogers and then by McCready, to get him before he gets a lot of momentum.
3rd and 3 at the 38 with 2:20 to go. Clock rolling, first quarter. Grove City and Meadville tied at 7 here in the season opener at Forker Field. Hello to everybody watching via the Grove City Boosters YouTube feed tonight. Glad to be able to partner with them once again in 2021. And movement up front as looked like the right tackle, Rourke Douglas, came out of his stance briefly. 3rd and 3 now turns into 3rd and 8.
Yeah. Very, very different play call. Very, very different situation. 3rd and 8 as opposed to a 3rd and 3. With these running backs, it'd be tough to stop them from getting a first down on 3rd and 3. But Grove City now able to kind of pin their ears back, so to speak, and come right at these guys. So
Meadville 3rd and 8. The Bulldogs are not particularly fond of the forward pass.
Right.
See what they do here. Although with when you have Bazell and Kaylon Simmons, they're both capable of getting you 8 yards in a hurry.
I was just going to say with those two.
Reichel will come wide left. Simmons is wing left. Bazell wing right next to tight end Young. 3rd and 8 from the 33. Simmons in motion left to right, and it's a delay. They give to Walker. It's loose, fumble, and Grove City has it. It was knocked loose, and Luciano Trezona falls on the loose football at the 29-yard line. The first turnover of the night gives Grove City possession in Meadville territory.
Yeah, I mean, sort of a strange call, I think you would say, Briggsy. 3rd and 8, and they give it to Brady Walker, the bruising fullback. And sure enough, he fumbles, gets the ball knocked loose. I didn't catch exactly who knocked it loose. I see some guys congratulating Cole Hammerman, kind of shaking his hand. So maybe he was the guy that knocked it loose. But Luciano Trezona able to fall on it after it was popped loose. So
the turnover gives it to Grove City at the 29 of Meadville with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Think the Eagles may take a shot here?
Yeah, I do.
We'll see if Coach Mowry and Coach Birch are on the same page. You're a retired coach now.
Yeah, so. That's right. Yeah, it's easy to make the calls now.
Hathaway and Lutz wide right. And the give is to Hubbas up the gut, slams into the middle of the pile. The pile stands him up, and then Hubbas finally brought to the turf after a pickup of about 3. As in there for Meadville is Ian Whistler, the 6'1", 250-pound junior. Hubbas picks up a couple. It will be 2nd and 8 at the 27.
Yeah, I mean, that's a play that, Grove City runs that more and more and more throughout the game, and it just becomes more difficult to stop it.
Handoff on a jet sweep, fumbled in the backfield. Grove City will come up with it, or Grove City will keep it. Lutz never got the clean exchange. It's a loss back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10 now.
I mean, yeah, it almost looked kind of like it was, almost like not a handoff and not a pitch. And Lutz was expecting a handoff and got like a mini pitch. And just kind of not a clean exchange there.
3rd and 10 now at the 29. Homan out of the shotgun. Under pressure from Young. Rolling left. Homan off his back foot. Throws it downfield. Incomplete. Rogers got his hands on it. Was a little bit behind him. But it will now be 4th and 10. Grove City out of Hake's range.
Yeah.
It would be a 46, 47-yarder here. It would probably need about 6 or 7 more yards to think about the field goal.
Right.
So the Meadville defense looking to get a stop after the turnover.
Yeah. 4th and 10. Yeah, so that was a good pressure there by Hunter Graham coming from his inside linebacker spot.
4th and 10, back to pass home and has time. Throws it downfield. Caught. No! Incomplete. McCready was open, was in his hands. He had first down yardage, but could not secure the catch. And Grove City cannot convert a golden opportunity. The Meadville defense stands tall, and the Bulldogs will retake possession pretty much where they gave it back at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, so yeah, credit the Meadville defense. Meadville offense making a mistake, giving Grove City a short field scoring opportunity, and the Meadville defense does its job and gets this high-powered offense back on the field. So
First and 10 for Meadville at the 29, moving right to left for the final 33 seconds of the first quarter in a 7-7 tie here at Grove City. Double wing set. Simmons in motion into the backfield, and he'll get the handoff. He is hit, spins out of one tackle, pinballing around, but cannot get away from the rest of the pursuit. Hovis and Hammerman in there. Also, Pereira there for Grove City. It's a loss on the play. Now we have a Meadville man a little bit slow to get up. No, we're going to have a timeout. Meadville will take a timeout instead of taking it to the quarter break. So
interesting.
Apparently Coach Collins saw something that needed addressed immediately. Timeout on the field with 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. Meadville will have second and long when we come back. 7-all. Grove City and Meadville tied on Sports Radio 96.7. And 13 with 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. A little confused here for a moment. Ryan Briggs, along with Chris Birch, Andy Ryder back in the studio, and a little surprised at that timeout call there, considering that they would have gone to the quarter break.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to call a timeout, when you're on defense at the end of a quarter like that, but you're in control of the clock when you're on offense. So yeah, very strange.
Split backs behind the long stretch. Turn, handoff to Bazell, trying to get around left end, cuts inside of Terzona, heads upfield to the 31, but a flag coming in from the umpire in the middle of the field. Let's see what this is. Most of the time, that's a hold.
Right.
We'll see if that is indeed the case.
Yeah, you can kind of see it right there from that sideline position. So yeah, very likely a hold. And after that great starting drive for Meadville, they've kind of sputtered a little bit here.
Meadville so far 3 penalties for 15 yards. This will be the 4th flag, and it will be holding against Meadville. Of course, in high school football, a penalty such as holding is enforced from the spot. So if it is, say, 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, in effect, it is then a 13-yard penalty. Right. It's not from the line of scrimmage like in collegiate and professional ranks. So you could get a 13, 14-yard holding penalty or more if it's deep in the backfield. And this one is going to go back to the 18. So it's actually going to be a 2-yard gain and then 10 yards back. It will still be second down, but second and very long for Meadville. Holt takes it back to the 18-yard line as we are in the closing moments of the first quarter, and time will run out in the first quarter. We have played 1 quarter in the season opener at Grove City's Forker Field. Meadville and Grove City tied at 7. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Did you know that Mancino's Driving School can give you your driver's test? That's right. Mancino's Driving School provides an approved Pennsylvania Department of Education certified driving course as well as behind-the-wheel training. Mancino's Driving School offers one-on-one, on-the-road driving lessons 7 days a week with day and evening hours. They use only certified driving instructors that have undergone extensive background investigation. For details or more information on adult training, go online to mancinosdrivingschool.com.
Okay, class. Today, we're discussing what does a roof mean to you?
It means that I don't get rained on when I'm inside.
It means I can play my music. Hear it.
It allows my family to safely shelter in place.
It means that we can be protected from outside germs.
It's where we can dance through the quarantine.
To me, a roof means a home.
The Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group can help keep your family safe now more than ever. Go to PennOhioRC.com to start your installation today.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
Teams change ends. Meadville will now go left or right in the second quarter. here at Grove City. Grove City black tops, black pants, old gold numbers and letters outlined in white, black helmets, Meadville red jerseys, red numerals, black trim, red pants, black helmets with a metallic red M on the Bulldogs headgear. Ryan Briggs and Chris Birch with you. 7-7 start of the second quarter. Meadville at its own 18, moving from the near right hash, second down and 21. Longstreth under center, turn, toss to Simmons. Simmons crashing over the right side across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. It still will be third and long for the Meadville Bulldogs. Meadville 0 for 2 so far in third down tonight. Nathan Boyd in on the stop for Grove City.
Yeah, really good job. Just they're doing a much better job not allowing Simmons to get a full head of steam, just nowhere to run. So he's just being stood up around the line of scrimmage. That time a host of tacklers for the Grove City Eagles.
Third and 16, a gain of 5 officially. Reichel will go wide left to the wide side of the field. Simmons wing left, Bazell wing right next to the tight end Young. Brady Walker's the fullback behind Gavin Longstreth. Four-man front for Grove City. Bazell in motion right to left, rolling left Longstreth. On the run, throws to Bazell on the flat. Upfield to the 30, and he will get to the 35. Diving forward, he'll be short of the lead stick, but he made it very close. That was all Griffin Bazell.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's obviously not the burner that Simmons is. But he's very tough to bring down. He's got great vision. So interesting here. Yeah, I mean, he actually got that. I thought that was going to be about 4th and 3, but his last effort there, I guess you could say third effort, got that all the way to almost 4th and 1.5 or 2. So interesting call here.
It's officially 1, but it's a long yard, about a yard and a half, as Chris said. And Meadville sends the keeps the offense out there.
Wow.
Split backs behind Longstreth. Turn, toss to Kalon Simmons, trying to bounce outside. He's in trouble, and he will be hit by McCready. Daglonsky in there to finish him off. The Grove City defense holds.
Yeah, just a great job not letting him get a full head of steam either, and nowhere to go. So a great job by Hammerman, Daglonsky, Hovis, and company, just not letting him get out there. So Grove City holds, and they're going to have great field position too now, Ryan.
Take over at the 36. Hayden McCready, the cornerback, with the initial hit. Stuffed them, and Simmons had nowhere to go. Then the rest of the cavalry came in.
Yeah, just great pursuit, great job up front. I mean, I don't know about you, and it's easy from up here, but I would have given the ball to number 5 in that situation.
Bazell, well, they went to Simmons, and it did not work.
Yeah.
Eagles will have 1st and 10 at the Meadville 36. 4 receivers set, 2 men to either side. Homan in the shotgun, back to pass. Homan throwing the ball downfield into triple coverage, tipped incomplete. Anderson was back there along with Simmons. The intended receiver for Grove City was Gavin Lutz, and Lutz had to turn into a defensive back there.
Right. Yeah, pretty good coverage. I mean, you look at the McCready, Lutz, and Hathaway were out there, and pretty good coverage on all 3 guys.
2nd and 10. Now Eagles stay in the 4 receiver set. Pereira and McCready wide to the left. Lutz and Hathaway to the right. Rogers is now the running back off the right hip of Hunter Homan in the shotgun. Homan back to pass, and before the play develops, flag thrown by the line judge. And it is a false start against Grove City. First flag of the night on the Eagles. That will set them back to the 41 and bringing up 2nd and 15. So after each team had a hot start offensively.
It's amazing.
They've kind of shifted into neutral.
Yeah, it really is amazing. I mean, what was Meadville's? 3 plays or 4? I mean, they just went right down the field. The 2 great running backs, they score quick. Then Grove City, a precise, dissection of the Meadville defense right back to tie it up at 7-7. I'm over here talking about this game is going to be like a basketball score. And since then, right, the offenses have struggled, and the defense has been good.
Homan throws it near side, finds Lutz, and he will be hauled out of bounds by Andre Jefferson. And Jefferson might have got him up around the face mask. Flag comes out at the end of the play also. Lutz will pick up about 10, close to 11 on the catch, and he may get at least 5 more here.
Yeah, I was thinking perhaps some rough stuff after because he was out of bounds, but I don't think they would call that. It must be a face mask.
And it'll be a 5-yarder. And it will be enough to give Grove City a first down, however. They'll take the ball down to about the 25-yard line. The Eagles will pick up their 5th first down of the first half.
Yeah, so certainly some positive yardage for this Grove City offense that has struggled since that first drive. So maybe give them a little bit of rhythm here.
1st and 10 at the 25, back point of the ball, touching the 25 on the near left hash. Lutz and Pereira wide left. Boyd now is in a slot, is to the right. Flanker screen near side, caught by Lutz, and he will be thrown for a short loss on the play. Could not get away from Brady Walker. We saw Woodrow coming out there to finish him off also. Lutz will lose about a half yard, maybe a full yard on the catch. It will be 2nd and long.
Yeah, Walker just sheer determination to hang on to that ankle there until the rest of the guys arrived, and sure enough they did. And Lutz not able to get even back to the line of scrimmage on that completed pass.
2nd and 11. Handoff faked by Homan. He will be hit by Woodrow, and Walker will come in to finish him off. Homan faked the handoff to Rogers and fights forward, and he will get perhaps a half yard, if that. Officially no gain. 3rd and 11 now for Grove City.
Yeah, just trying to mix it up a little bit and keep it himself, and that time Meadville not fooled at all.
And we're going to have a timeout taken by Meadville. Bulldogs take their 2nd timeout of the half. 9:08 to go, 2nd quarter. Grove City will have 3rd and 11 when we come back. 7-all here at Forker Field. Back after this quick break on Sports Radio 96.7.
Did you know that Mancino's Driving School can give you your driver's test? That's right. Mancino's Driving School provides an approved Pennsylvania Department of Education certified driving course as well as behind-the-wheel training. Mancino's Driving School offers one-on-one, on-the-road driving lessons 7 days a week with day and evening hours. They use only certified driving instructors that have undergone extensive background investigation. For details or more information on adult training, go online to mancinosdrivingschool.com.
The 2nd quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
On 3rd and 11, Homan fakes the handoff, throws it downfield, and dropped by Gavin Lutz. He was open, would have had the first down, could not secure it, and now 4th down, and a couple of critical drops early on for Grove City.
Yeah, really uncharacteristic from this receiving core that is, incredibly talented. So yeah, just a couple of big ones on big plays. So yeah, here we go, 4th and 11, trying to convert it.
From the 26, Homan fakes the handoff, back the pass, throws it out near side, diving catch made along the near sideline by Lutz, makes the catch at the 16, and I don't think he has enough, Chris.
No, certainly the way the Grove City sideline is acting, he didn't get it.
Needed to get to the 15.
Yeah.
He's marked down at the 17.
Yeah.
So the Eagles will turn it over on downs with 8:52 to go in the half. And twice now, a Meadville or Grove City drive has started in Meadville territory,
right,
and the Eagles have not been able to cash in.
No, and again, obviously a couple of drops were important in both of those drives, and some other things happened. But hey, credit to Meadville's defense, who really looked like they were going to have their hands full after that first Grove City drive. But since then, the Meadville defense has been stout, as well as this Grove City defense that now comes onto the field.
Meadville outgaining Grove City 113-68 so far tonight. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 17. Hand off to Walker on a trap up the middle. Walker upfield to the 30, to the 35. Walker's at midfield. Walker to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Brady Walker to the 5, touchdown. 83 yards on the trap up the middle, and Meadville strikes quickly. And it was not Simmons, it was not Bazell, it was the fullback Brady Walker.
That was unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, I questioned giving him the ball there the one time, like, you're going to give it to your 2 yards in a cloud of dust guy. But he certainly showed me he has a burst that I didn't know he had, and he's able to just beat everybody down the field, 83 yards, and he says, you guys are talking about Bazell and Simmons so much, I can do some things too, and he certainly showed it there.
Walker 5'9", 200. He's out of central casting for a fullback in the Delaware wing team.
Yeah, yes he is.
Simmons to attempt the extra point. Kick is up. It's a line drive, but it's good. Simmons 2 for 2. And just like that, the Meadville Bulldogs have reclaimed the lead 14-7 thanks to the 83-yard touchdown run by fullback Brady Walker. We'll take a 30-second break and come back with the kickoff on Sports Radio 96.7.
Are you someone who has a bowl filled with medicine bottles? Discover the safe, secure, and convenient way to take your medications from the Medicine Shop in Hermitage with Striptease RX, your meds as easy as 1, 2, 3. The Medicine Shop in Hermitage provides you with the industry's best solution to manage your health and medication. For more information, contact the Medicine Shop in Hermitage today or ask your healthcare provider how to schedule your in-home appointment today and start to live a healthier and happier life. Medicine Shop Pharmacy on East 8th Street in Hermitage or online at hermitagems.com.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
Along with Chris Birch, Ryan Briggs here at Grove City's Forker Field. 14-7. Meadville has retaken the lead on Brady Walker's 83-yard touchdown run. Grove City unable to convert after taking over in Meadville territory, turning it over on downs. And one play later, Brady Walker 83 yards on a trap up the middle. And he got out into the open, and you wondered, would they catch him? And they did not. Walker at 5'9", 200. And he was hitting the gas there going down the sideline and was able to outrun the defense.
Yeah, I mean, he even kind of took a look back, and I thought, he just made a mistake. They're going to catch him about the 20, but he was able to turn it on one more time and actually get a little bit of separation as he ran into the end zone. So, again, this is a Meadville team that, we just didn't know about with all the starters that they lost, knowing that they had the two good running backs, but certainly now showing that they have a third great running back. So this team's a bit more of a handful than perhaps we anticipated.
Hey, when you have a guy like Ray Collins in charge, that's a good place to start, and a veterans coaching staff over there. And obviously some pretty good talent out there, too.
Yeah.
Simmons says a scoreboard upfield. It's bouncing around. It's loose, and Meadville has it, I believe, Chris.
Yeah.
The Grove City up man could not handle it at the 35-yard line. Meadville says it has the ball, and the officials agree.
Yeah. Just kind of kept squirting away from the Grove City up man. And Meadville guys just hustling down there. I'm trying to get who it was there. I think it was number 8, Ryan, for Meadville.
They don't have an 8. I think it may have been Bazell recovering it.
Okay, all right.
He was in the. He had his nose in there.
Right.
The Grove City will give it back now, and Meadville has it at the 34-yard line with 8:35 to go.
Wow.
Leading 14-7, and all the momentum on the side of the guys in the red and white.
Yeah.
Split backs behind Longstreth, and they hand off to Simmons. Simmons over the right side, cuts back to his left. Kaylon Simmons into the open. Finally cut down near the 20-yard line, but Kaylon Simmons will pick up, call it 14, and Meadville just outside the McCandless Ford red zone. McCandless Ford, Mercer, and Meadville.
Yeah, a little bit of momentum there. He got a kind of a full head of steam, and they're fortunate to bring him down. That's the first time he's kind of been able to do that since the first drive of the game.
Ball at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Reichel wide to the left. Split backs behind Longstreth. Wing right Bazell. And to give the Walker on a trap, he will bowl forward and then be cut down after a short gain. Curtis Hovis able to wrestle him down, but the ball inside the 20 to the 18, and Meadville is indeed now into the McCandless Ford red zone.
Yeah, this is a kind of a nice little surge by the offensive line, enabling the big fullback who showed us he had some speed on the last touchdown, kind of doing what he usually does and bowling his way forward for 3 yards and getting them into a 2nd and manageable 7 here situation.
2nd and 7, and the handoff is to Bazell over the left side. Bazell upfield to the 20 to the 15, cut down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He'll pick up 10 more, and Meadville will have 1st and goal from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Lutz going low there, which is a very good idea when you're trying to bring Bazell down. Cutting him down, but not before he picks up, like you said, another Meadville 1st down.
Meadville, 222 yards of offense. We still have 7:20 to go in the first half.
Yeah.
Bulldogs send Reichel wide left on the short side of the field. Ball in the far left hash. Split backs behind Gavin Longstreth. And it comes to Simmons this time. Cuts up over right guard. Simmons running room to the 5, and Simmons dives to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown Meadville. Meadville converts the muffed kickoff into a touchdown. And didn't take the Bulldogs very long. 4 plays to go 34 yards.
Yeah, this offense is, really, really good. The Grove City defense just kind of a little bit off balance, and You know, Meadville or the Meadville offense really makes you make reads, and while you take that extra second to make a read, you got somebody really fast blowing by you.
Simmons to attempt the extra point, and it is good. Another line drive. He's 3 for 3, and just like that, Meadville has extended the lead to 21-7. 7:04 to go, first half. 21-7. Meadville leads here at Grove City. Chris and I will come back with more second quarter action on Sports Radio 96.7.
Also offers advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cash Dollar and Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
Hi, this is Joe Flynn with Flynn's Tire. We know how valuable your time is, so we've made it fast, easy, and affordable to buy tires. There's 3 easy ways.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
Kalon Simmons to kick off. He will send a line drive down the middle of the field, bouncing around and fielded by Hathaway at the 17. Joey Hathaway to the 25, giving ground, and then loses his footing. He will be brought down right near the 25-yard line as Brighton Anderson down in kick coverage for Meadville, and Grove City will have it, facing a 2-touchdown deficit, but still 7 minutes to go in the first half.
7 minutes to go on offense, certainly that had some success early on, and a lot of great weapons. So, this Grove City offense just at this point needs to put something together, get a little bit of momentum going, pick up a couple of first downs, and get their confidence back.
1st and 10 at the 24, ball just inside the far right hash. Curtis Hovis back in at running back. Boyd is in as the H-back. 2 receivers to the right on the short side of the field. They're both on the line of scrimmage. Lutz motions, and now here come flags. The umpire, the line judge, and referee all through flags. It's false start against the Eagles. They'll be set back 5 yards, back to the 19, bringing up 1st and 15, second flag of the night on Grove City. And what if the Eagles want try to get the run game going again here?
That's what I think too, yeah. No question about it. We saw the kind of the grinded out game that they had a lot of success with last year, particularly late in the season with Hovis and this big offensive line. So
2 receivers and a wing to the left, and now 2 men go in motion, but they reset. Homan gets the snap, option pitch to Hovis. It's behind him, and he has drilled. Brighton Anderson flattens him back inside the 15 at about the 12-yard line. Very fortunate the Eagles did not turn it over, but Brighton Anderson blew up that play.
Yeah, I tell you what, give Hovis a lot of credit for hanging on there, because I'm not sure he saw him up the field, and he was just hauling that pitch in when he was getting absolutely wiped out by Brighton Anderson. So a great play by Meadville, but perhaps a key play by Grove City not turning it over there.
2nd and 22 back at the 12. Homan back to pass, throws it downfield. Leaping grab, cut by the 6'5" Pereira out to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 18. Pereira using every bit of that big frame.
Yeah, and that was a play Grove City had a lot of success with last year. Kind of Pereira in the middle of the field, and that was a big play. They needed that.
3rd and 3. Eagles quickly back to the line. Give to Hovis. Hovis bursts through the hole, spins, ball's loose. It's recovered by the Eagles. Hovis had the first down, lost the ball, however, and it's recovered by Dylan Winger back behind the first down marker. So it's going to be, they'll give him the first down. Well, that is a very generous spot, Chris.
Yeah.
Winger recovered it back at about the 33-yard line. That Grove City gained at least a full yard there.
Yeah,
that is a huge break for the Eagles.
Yeah, if I was on the Meadville coaching staff, I would want to have a word.
Now it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to Hovis. Hubbas chopped down at the 35, a gain of 1. Bazell in on the stop, but yeah, it would have been fourth. Grove City would have had another chance. Would have been fourth and about a yard, but instead, it's a big difference between just giving it to them as opposed to making them get that yard on fourth down.
Right. Yeah, I mean, clearly the ball was recovered back behind the marker, so yeah, maybe they felt like Hubbas was down.
But he used to be on the 35 on 2nd and 8. Quick slant thrown to Hathaway, incomplete, broken up by the cornerback Andre Jefferson, and now 3rd down and 8. For Grove City at the 36 with 5:10 to go in the first half. Meadville on top, 21-7. Don't forget at the half, Chris and I will have a first half recap, scoring, stats, and the lock, stock, and barrel halftime update.
Yeah, that was close to being a big play right there.
Homan out of the shotgun on 3rd and 8. Has time. Left, being pursued. Sets his feet, throws it downfield over everybody's head, incomplete. Pereira 6'5", but he wasn't going to get that one. And now Grove City will have to punt it away for the second time tonight.
Yeah, you have to be impressed a little bit on the occasions that Homan has, dropped back and had to kind of been flushed out of the pocket, but still looking down the field. I like his poise. I like his, you can kind of see the wheels turning there. That time, that was almost maybe a bit of a throw over on purpose, not wanting to throw an interception.
Hake to punt his first kick of the night, a 36-yarder. Simmons deep back at his own 25. On 4th and 8 from the 36. Snap a little bit high. Hake fields it. No rush. Kick is away. It's a side spinner. It will hit at the 30 and roll downfield. It hits Simmons. It's bouncing around. Scramble. And Grove City has it. It is recovered downfield by Joey Hathaway at the 25. Simmons tried to field it on the hop, but he looked like a shortstop who was handcuffed.
Yeah. He was in between thinking I'm going to let it go, and hey, this ball's coming right at me, I can get it. And then you could kind of see maybe at the last second thinking, I better try to get away from it, but it was too late. It hit off of his shoe, and Joey Hathaway hustling down there, using that speed, and able to pick up that fumble. And now Grove City looking at being down 2 scores with Meadville having the ball. Instead, still down 2 scores, but gets the ball in a short field here.
Ball to 20 after the recovery. Homan in the shotgun. Give to Hubbas. Follows Boyd through the hole. Hubbas will slam forward to about the 15-yard line. Grove City is into the McCandless Ford red zone. And the Eagles will have it at the 15. 2nd and a long 5. Front point of the ball touching the 15-yard line. Fake handoff throw on the near side. Caught by Lutz, and he is hauled down by Simmons on the near side. A short gain to the 13. Pickup of about 2.5. It will be 3rd and 3.
Got 2 pretty fast guys out there, Lutz and Simmons. Simmons did a good job. Didn't try to go for the interception. Let Lutz catch the ball, and then good fundamental tackle.
3rd and a short 3 for the Eagles. And the ball at the 13 on the near left hash. 2 receivers way out to the right at the numbers on the far side. Lutz wide left. High snap. Homan pumps again. Throwing to the back of the end zone for Lutz, who goes up, and it is knocked away in the back of the end zone. And now Grove City will have 4th and 3.
You can see Meadville's coverage is very good. You think about some of the talented receivers that Grove City has, and yeah, there's been the 2 drops on 3rd down plays, but really, you got to give credit above all else to Meadville's secondary, Meadville's guys back there for really defending the talented Grove City receivers well.
4th and 3. Grove City has everybody tight near the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles break out of a muddle huddle. Homan is in there. Rogers is a wing to the left, and now we have a stoppage. You have to fix Gavin Lutz's shoulder pad. Terzona is in as an extra blocker. Hubbas is the deep back. Homan in the shotgun. On 4th and 3 at the 13. Terzona in motion left to right. Back to the right now. Give to Hubbas over the right side. Has the first down and more. Hubbas to the 5, down to the 4-yard line. Bazell brings him down, but Hubbas bowling his way through. Gets the first down.
Yeah, I love the play call, and a great surge by the offensive line, and Hubbas. That's his play right there.
Eagles quickly to the line. 1st and goal at the 3. Give to Hubbas over right guard. Hubbas to the goal line. In, touchdown Eagles. So each team has committed a special teams turnover that the other team has turned into points.
Yeah, how about that? Great answer by Grove City there. Again, down 21-7. kicking the ball back to Meadville, but a mistake by the Bulldogs as Joey Hathaway able to recover a kickoff muff by the Kalon Simmons back there as the returner. And Grove City now back in this game, 21-13 with the extra point yet to come here.
Homan the holder, Hake to kick. Grove City is short a man. And now the 11th man will be sent out there, and it will be Bodie Stevenson out there. Don't know whether you're supposed to be out there, but hey, Bodie got his name on the air. Hake, left-hand kicker. Snap a little high. Homan puts it on the tee. Kick from Hake is up, and it is good. And Grove City has cut the lead to 21-14. Curtis Huvis scores from 3 yards out. 21-14, Meadville's lead has been cut in half. 3 minutes, 41 seconds to go first half. We'll come back with the kickoff on Sports Radio 96.7.
Investing in a variable annuity, you may want to make sure that you're exhausting the contribution limits of your 401k, IRA, or other qualified retirement plan. In the end, variable annuities are really a value judgment. Call Dave Cashdollar or Tim Cashdollar to evaluate whether a variable annuity is right for you at 724-458-5233. Or stop in at 115 Erie Street, Grove City, PA, 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Dave Cashdollar also offers advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
John Hake will kick off for Grove City. 21-14, Meadville with the lead, but that lead has been cut in half. Meadville 1 timeout left, Grove City with 3 timeouts. You're listening to Sports Radio 96.7, WLLF Mercer Hermitage, a Cumulus media station. Hake has the ball teed up on the 40. He will angle one to the near side, and Anderson will field it at the 20. Brighton Anderson to the 30, dodges Lutz. Anderson upfield to the 35, to the 40, and he's finally belted out of bounds near midfield. Anderson, a nifty move out on the open to elude Lutz. Finally knocked out of bounds by Thomas Rogers along the near sideline, but Meadville, excellent field position, just shy of midfield, and Brighton Anderson, very nice run back there.
Really nice run back. And, you got 3:34 to go here in this second quarter, and, obviously the Meadville offense has certainly found a rhythm here, so it's going to be interesting to see. If Grove City can get into the locker room 20-14 or better, you'd have to feel awfully good if you're the Eagles. But this Meadville offense can score in a hurry, so big moment perhaps in the game right here.
Meadville moving left to right, the ball's on the near right hash. Jefferson will go wide left. It's an unbalanced line to the left as the tight end Young is also on that side. Split backs, Simmons and Bazell, and the handoff to Bazell over the left side. Bazell to midfield, stiff arms a man, heads upfield, breaking another tackle, drags a man downfield. That's Rogers, who went for a ride of about 4 yards. Bazell has the first down. A flag coming in from the back judge towards the end of the play, however. So we'll have to wait and see what that is. Could be a multitude of things where that flag was thrown.
There was no blocker in the area, so I don't necessarily know if it was anything to do with a blocker. It might be a face mask on the Grove City defense,
Personal foul face mask. So that will add 15 more onto it. It's a gain of 12 to the 40 of Grove City, and then 15 additional yards on the face mask. We'll put the ball at the 25 of the Eagles. Just like that, Meadville with a golden opportunity. 3:24 to go, 12 on the run, 15 more on the penalty. Third flag of the night on the Eagles for 25 yards.
Yeah, this is just such a difficult offense to deal with. And we see that here again as 3 good running backs, a good offensive line. They keep you off balance with this Delaware wing tee. Just a good offensive football team.
Anderson is in as the left halfback, Simmons at fullback, Bazell wing right next to the tight end Young, Reichel wide right. And they give us the Simmons on a trap, and he has a lot of running room. Upfield to the 15, to the 10, stumbling forward, finally brought down at the 5 by Lutz. But Meadville will have first and goal. Simmons shot through the middle, picks up 20, first and goal for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was him at his quickest right there. that little cutback there. There's not too many ordinary guys that are going to be able to catch up with that. And, yeah, so Meadville now first and goal, knocking at the door again.
Meadville in the McCandless Ford red zone. McCandless Ford, Mercer, and Meadville. First and goal at the 5. Simmons now over 100 yards rushing in the game. And this time the handoff is to Griffin Bazell. Over the left side, cuts back to his right, and Bazell takes it in for the touchdown. Bazell off the left side, cut up field, and gets the touchdown. 27-14. Meadville a quick answer. The lead is back to 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, again, Bazell, if you're out there on an island against him one-on-one, if you're able to kind of cut him down low like we saw Lutz do in the last possession, you can get him. But if you try to go up high, shoulder pad to shoulder pad, tough to deal with, and that's exactly what that looked like right there.
Simmons to attempt the extra point. Kick on the way. It is up, and kick is good. He is 4 for 4, and Meadville, thanks to 21 points here in the second quarter, has a 28-14 lead. Griffin Bazell, the third different ball carrier to score for the Bulldogs. 28-14, Meadville with the lead. Chris and I will take a quick break. We'll come back with a kickoff. Back with more from Forker Field after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
If they can lower your payment on a loan you have with another lender, Grove City Area Federal Credit Union will pay you up to $100. Visit the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union or visit their website at gcafcu.org. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
There's a little bit,
yeah, like kind of pressed in. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you had Greer on the fielding the squib kick, and he goes down to a knee at the 38-yard line. That's where Grove City will put it in play with 2:53 to go in the half. Eagles also have 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah,
and they have the option to start the second half, so a chance to double up on possessions here.
Right.
First and 10, ball in the middle of the field at the 38. 2 receivers and a wing to the left for the Eagles. Hunter Homan in the shotgun. Homan pumps, looking the ball downfield, has a man, and it is caught by Hathaway behind the defense. Hathaway, 10-5, touchdown, 62 yards. The sophomores connect. Homan and Hathaway. 28-20, the Eagles cut it back to 8.
That's how the scrimmage started last Saturday with that play. And Homan putting it right on the money, and Hathaway just getting behind the defense. And, yeah, 2 very talented 10th graders. And just like that, the Eagles are back in this thing now, 28-20 with the extra point. Hake's extra point yet to come.
You may get your basketball score after all, Chris.
I know, right?
So Hake to attempt the extra point out of Homan's hold. Snap a little high. Homan gets it on the tee. Kick up, and it is good. Hake 3 for 3. And if it's the 4th of July picnic, it's 4-3 Meadville. 28-21 Meadville with the lead. With 2:43 to go in the first half, and Meadville ample time to do something offensively.
No kidding. Yeah, 2:43 to go for that offense is nothing. So yeah, this is kind of what we anticipated after those first 2 drives to make it 7-7, and then the defenses showed off a little bit while both offenses stalled. But now we're kind of back to what we maybe anticipated here with all these talented offensive players finding the end zone.
2:43 to go in the half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have a first half recap, a lot to recap.
Yeah.
Scoring and stats. Chris will have the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Lock, Stock, and Barrel play of the game, as well as the O'Neill Coffee player of the game, and a lot of Hurley candidates for both of those here tonight. And Chris, before Hake sends the kickoff away, maybe going to give us a little teaser, one or two scores for that halftime update.
Yeah, Ursuline's pretty good. They're up 28-7 on Hickory. Slippery Rock up 14-0 on Central Clarion. Wilmington Reynolds, great game going on there, 14-0. Wilmington, they just scored in the second quarter. Farrell up on Greenville, 30-0. Lakeview up on Titusville, 20-7.
Okay, got to save some for halftime,
right,
Chris.
Yeah, I know, you're right. That was more than a teaser.
That's all right. John Hake was taking his time. He knew that you were on a roll.
Right.
So John Hake will kick off with the 40. His dad's your boss, so
he is, right. So yeah,
you can't even complain.
I say lots of good things. Yeah.
Yes. Well, he gives you reasons to say good things.
Right. Yes.
This kick, a bouncer bounces off the return man for Meadville. That was Braden Miller. Ball pinballing around on the field, and finally Miller falls on it for Meadville at the 37-yard line. So no deep kicks, but a lot of interesting and entertaining kicks.
Yeah.
And returns, too.
I mean, there's no question. What's interesting, though, is when they've tried to keep the ball, away from the talented returner, Kaylon Simmons, it's given Meadville pretty good field position. But the one time they actually kicked to him, it went off his foot right to Gavin Lutz, and Grove City got the short field and the score.
Meadville has it 1st and 10 at its own 37-yard line. Ball in the near right hash. Unbalanced line to the right, tight end and split end both on the short side. And the handoff was to Simmons on a trap. It's knocked loose, fumble, and it looks like Grove City has it.
Eagles have it.
Boyd may have knocked it loose. And coming up on the bottom of the pile, Cole Hammerman coming up with the recovery. And Grove City now a chance to tie it here before halftime.
How about that? Yeah. He just got a little sloppy with the football there, kind of holding it like a loaf of bread, like they used to say. Pops up into the air, and Grove City able to recover it, and now they're back in really good field position on the 37, so on the Meadville 37. So here we go.
Actually, they'll respot it just inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, wow.
Scoreboard was a little tardy in changing it, Chris.
Yeah, how about that? I didn't realize the 3 yards backwards after the fumble.
2:33 to go. Give is to Hubbas over the left side, bursting through. Curtis Hubbas down to the 25, inside the 25. Bazell brings him down, but Curtis Hubbas picks up a dozen. First down, Grove City at the 22.
And, now's when this kind of fast-moving Grove City offense, perhaps the fatigue of this Meadville team could play a little bit of a role here at the end of the half.
And Meadville will have to take its final timeout. Bulldogs had too many men out there, and they could not get the 12th man off. So with 2:30 to go in the half, Meadville takes its final timeout of the half. Grove City has all 3 of its timeouts remaining. Eagles have 1st and 10 at the Meadville 23. Meadville leads 28-21. A special hello to everybody who was watching via the Grove City Boosters YouTube feed. Glad we're able to partner up again this year. John Meadville and everybody associated with that. We thank them. A great partnership forged last year out of necessity,
right,
and now able to do it this year more of, I guess, as maybe a bit of a luxury. But hope everybody's enjoying whether you're listening over the air or watching. I know one guy who's out in Philadelphia watching, Jason Hackman, big Philadelphia basketball aficionado, but he is tuned in tonight, so he checked in on Twitter.
Nice.
So great to hear from Jason. And if you've not been entertained by this game, you will never be entertained by a football game. Grove City 1st and 10 at the Meadville 23. Eagles, black tops, black pants, old gold numbers and letters. White trim, black helmets. Meadville, white tops, red pants, red numbers and letters, black trim. Homan pumps. Homan throwing the ball downfield for Lutz behind the defense. Makes the catch over the shoulder. Touchdown. The pump and go. Gavin Lutz beats Jefferson. It's 28-27.
How about that route? How about the route run there by Lutz as he went, he kind of hooked in and then kind of made Simmons freeze a little bit, or Jefferson freeze a little bit, and then he cut into the middle, and a really nice ball thrown by Homan after the pump.
And I think it's not going to count. There's a flag.
Oh boy. Okay.
Whack upfield that I missed it, you missed it, but it's clearly in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And that will wipe out a 23-yard touchdown pass.
Painful.
And did not see the indication, but they're putting it down back at the 36. So I'm guessing holding.
And not
hold the phone on everything.
Yeah, not happy on the Grove City sideline there.
Homan, swing pass right flat intended for Rogers, incomplete off his hands. It will be now 2nd down and long, back at the 36.
Yeah. Timing was off on that play right from the very start. It looked like he had some linemen that didn't fire off the snap, and Homan just threw it way ahead of Rogers there, so kind of almost a wasted down here on the
2nd and 23.
Yeah.
Ball back at the 36-yard line. 2:21 to go in the half, 28-21 Meadville leading. Homan brings Rogers in motion from wing right to the left. Homan runs the option short side, pitch to Hubbs along the sideline. Hubbs with an alley. Hubbs to the 25, cuts back to his right. Hubbs to the 15. Hubbs 10-5, touchdown. Curtis Hubbs 36 yards on the option, and now Grove City is within a point.
How about that? Hubbs said, "All right, I'm busy doing my usual and slamming ahead here and picking up 4, 5, 6, 7 yards per carry, but I can get out down the sideline and beat people to the end zone too," and he certainly does right there. And a huge pick-me-up for this Grove City offense after that touchdown pass got called back. So, yeah, great job by the senior leader, Hubbs.
Hake on to attempt the extra point, which would tie the game with 2:11 to go in the half. We had a fast start, and then the defenses took over. Now each team has scored 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. Hoban will hold for Hake. Kick on the way. It is up. It is good. John Hake, 4 for 4. We're tied at 28 with 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first half. We'll come back with the kickoff on Sports Radio 96.7.
At the Reinhardt's Insurance Agency, quality service means a great deal on your car insurance, backed by an unconditional commitment to serve your needs. Here's Ryan Tyson.
Not every situation's the same, and we really pride ourselves on evaluating the big picture to choose the best carrier.
The Reinhardt's Insurance Agency. It's not the insurance they sell. It's the service that makes them better. The Reinhardt's Insurance Agency, East State Street, Hermitage, or online at www.reinhardts.com.
Beat the heat at O'Neill Coffee with their new ice cream social-inspired signature drinks. From a smooth, rich brown butter parfait latte to a sweet and fruity banana split cold brew, or try the limited time shake, perfect for the kid in all of us. Stop by and see them at 14 Fair Street in West Middlesex. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're online at o'neillcoffee.com. ONEILL coffee.com.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
John Hake will kick off. 28 all. Grove City scoring a pair of quick touchdowns, scoring twice in less than a minute after Meadville scored twice in a span of a little over a minute and a half. Hake's kick near side. It will die at the 20-yard line. Anderson picks it up there. Brighton Anderson across the 25 and then is driven back. And Meadville will have it at about the 26-yard line. 2:06 to go in the half. Bulldogs without a timeout, but 2:06, plenty of time.
2:06 is plenty of time, and certainly this offense has shown themselves capable. But Grove City, obviously, 3 unanswered touchdowns, all the momentum here. Grove City can get a 3 and out here. They might be thinking about taking a lead into halftime.
Eagles have not led tonight. Meadville led early 7-0. Grove City tied it. Meadville led 21-7, and the teams alternated touchdowns, and finally Grove City tying it. Eagles have scored 3 times in a minute and a half, and Meadville scored once in there, in between there.
It's amazing. I know, right?
On first down, the handoff is to Bazell over the left side. Griffin Bazell slamming forward. Gets to the 30, and the pile moving forward to about the 31. Bazell will get 4, nearly 5. Looks like somebody may have lost a shoe out there. Looks like it's Nate Wadsworth who is without footwear. 4 yards for Bazell. 2nd and 6 at the 30. Clock down to a minute 38. Meadville in no particular hurry. officially will call that a gain of 5. It is second and a long 5. Longstreth under center, split backs behind him. And the give is to the fullback, and that will be Walker flying forward across the 35, but a flag coming out at the end of the play, thrown by the umpire in the middle of the pile. It would be enough for the first down if it stands, but that seems to be rather tenuous right now. Ball marked at the 38-yard line. Officials talk this one over. 1:20 to go in the half. Darkness starting to descend over southeastern Mercer County on a warm night. Some clouds, but no rain in the area.
No.
Lakeview and Titusville had a brief delay tonight due to some storms.
Wow.
The storms actually were during warm-ups.
Was that at Lakeview or Titusville?
At Titusville,
Okay,
Carter
all right.
Field.
Okay.
The officials say wave off the flag, so Meadville will have a first down, first and 10 at the 38. First game on the new turf at historic Carter Field.
Right, yeah.
And Chris will have an update on that game in our Lock, Stock, and Barrel update at the half.
Titusville, again, only probably an hour drive, 60 miles as the crow flies, but they get very different weather than we do, it seems, up there.
First and 10 for Meadville at the 38. Split backs. And the give is to Bazell over the left side. Bazell with some running room. Cuts back to his right. He's at midfield. Bazell bowls over a defender. Pinballing off defenders. Looking like a big brother against little brother inside to the 35. Down to the 31-yard line. Bazell bowling forward. A healthy gain to the Grove City 31. He'll pick up 31. 55 seconds to go in the half. Clock stops to move the chains.
Bazell is good. He is, again, he obviously is powerful and strong, 6 foot 205, but he's got the quicks and he's got a burst.
First and 10 at the 31. Handoff comes to Simmons over the right side. He breaks a tackle upfield to the 25 and down to the 20. He will have another first down. Meadville will return to the McCandless Ford red zone. Clock stops momentarily. It's down at the 19 with 37 seconds to go in the half. Remember, Meadville does not have a timeout, however. And the clock is rolling down to 30 seconds to go. Simmons' field goal range, probably not more than extra point range.
No, right. Yeah, they're trying to get 6.
Down to 22 seconds to go. Clock rolling. Longstreth back to pass. Throwing it downfield, and it is caught. Touchdown. Simmons wide open in the end zone. Gavin Longstreth, a 19-yard touchdown pass with 16 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, first pass attempt of the night. So he's got a pretty. Oh, is that okay? 2 for 2. That's right. He had the little short out too. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, you could tell. I mean, obviously that's not one of their go-tos, but he got pretty good protection, and Simmons able to get out behind the defense, and nice ball thrown to him.
5 plays, 74 yards. The extra point blocked, however, so it remains a 34-28 lead. As Grove City had Anthony Pereira come through and block the extra point. But Meadville retakes the lead in the closing moments of the first half. 34-28. We'll take a 30-second break and come back with the kickoff on Sports Radio 96.7.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press?
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
If you like offense, you're loving this. 34-28, Meadville has the lead. 16 seconds to go in the first half. Grove City has 3 timeouts left. Eagles might be able to get something here.
Absolutely.
We've had 552 yards of offense in the first half, 62 points, 24 first downs. We have 2 100-yard rushers and 2 other guys that are very close.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, mark that blocked extra point down for Grove City. In a game where the teams are just trading touchdowns, that might be a big moment.
Simmons to kick off from the near hash mark. Sends a squibber down the middle. Fielded at the 32, but on his knee was the return man for Grove City. It was Gavin Lutz. And Grove City will have it with 14 seconds left. Actually, they should put a couple of seconds back on the clock if he fielded it on a knee.
Right. If you can't return it, there shouldn't be any time off.
Ball to 34. The clock still says 14 seconds. We'll see how things shake out. Eagles do have the 3 timeouts, and we have a stoppage as the kicking tee is still on the field, so the back judge notices that. And he sends an overhand toss over there, and hey, good distance from the middle of the field. He got it to the sideline. That was a pretty straight shot, too.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's good at horseshoes.
Yeah.
First and 10 at the 34. Homan out of the gun. Throws it out near side. Incomplete through the hands of his intended receiver as the catch attempted by Pereira. It is an incomplete pass. Down to 10 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, little outplay, seeing if he could catch it and get out of bounds, but not certainly would have been a spectacular catch if he could have hauled that in.
10 seconds to go in the half. 2 receivers and a wing to the right. Lutz single man to the near side on the short side of the field. Homan in the shotgun. Now Hathaway pinches from right to left in motion. Homan fields a high snap. Under pressure, Walker will sack him back at the 25-yard line. Brady Walker came untouched from the backside, and that will be the final play of the first half. So a rare defensive play closes out the first half. And Meadville will go to the locker room, leading here at Grove City, 34-28. 34-28 is our halftime score. We will take our first halftime break. We'll come back with a first half recap, scoring, stats, and the lock, stock, and barrel halftime update. 34-28, Meadville leads Grove City on Sports Radio 96.7.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk.
Mercer County State Bank. Community-minded just like you. Member FDIC. Visit us online at mcsbank.com.
Could you use $100 cash? Refinance and save instantly. Bring your loans to the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, and they might just put cash in your pocket. If they can lower your payment on a loan you have with another lender, Grove City Area Federal Credit Union will pay you up to $100. Visit the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union or visit their website at gcafcu.org. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
At the Reinhardt's Insurance Agency, quality service means a great deal on your car insurance, backed by an unconditional commitment to serve your needs. Here's Ryan Tyson.
Not every situation's the same, and we really pride ourselves on evaluating the big picture to choose the best carrier.
The Reinhardt's Insurance Agency. It's not the insurance they sell. It's the service that makes them better. The Reinhardt's Insurance Agency, East State Street, Hermitage, or online at www.reinhardts.com.
Beat the heat at O'Neill Coffee with their new ice cream social-inspired signature drinks. From a smooth, rich brown butter parfait latte to a sweet and fruity banana split cold brew, or try the limited-time Superman milkshake, perfect for the kid in all of us. Stop by and see them at 14 Fair Street in West Middlesex. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're online at o'neillcoffee.com. ONEILL coffee.com.
A self-employed retirement plan is a tax-deferred retirement savings program for self-employed individuals. Previously known as KEO or HR10 plans are now known as SEP IRA, Simple 401k, or Self-Employed 401k, and are established for self-employed individuals. For more information about these plans, please call Dave Cashdollar or Tim Cashdollar at 724-458-5233 or stop by the branch office at 115 Erie Street, Grove City, PA 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Dave Cashdollar also offers advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC, is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
Could you use $100 cash? Refinance and save instantly. Bring your loans to the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, and they might just put cash in your pocket. If they can lower your payment on a loan you have with another lender, Grove City Area Federal Credit Union will pay you up to $100. Visit the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union or visit their website at gcafcu.org. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
The Halftime Show is being brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, a full-service deli and PA lottery location in Sharpsville, and proud sponsors of the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game.
And welcome back to Grove City's Forker Field. Ryan Briggs and Chris Birch with you. Andy Ryder back in the studio doing a great job as always. We are at halftime in this 2021 season opener. And Chris Birch, I think it's safe to say that the offenses are in midseason form.
Yeah, that's for sure. Again, we saw it early. The first two drives of the game, the two teams exchanged very impressive drives for touchdowns. And then for a while, the offenses sputtered a little bit. The defenses, kind of got some traction. But boy, then that second quarter, it really showed that these are two very high-powered offenses. That has really been the story of the game here so far.
Meadville has the lead, 34-28 here at halftime. We'll get you the scoring recap and the team and individual numbers here in a few moments. But first, we're going to go to the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update. We'll catch you up on all the action elsewhere in Mercer County and District 10. The Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, located in the Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville. They have a great variety of sandwiches. You can get Pennsylvania Lottery there. They have the deli, and they've been doing it since 1973. And Chris, without further ado, the first of what we hope are many Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime updates.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ryan. Yeah, lots of great games going on right now, most of them approaching halftime. Locally, you have Farrell up 36-0 on Greenville in a Region 1 matchup. Wilmington Reynolds, a good one. Wilmington up 14-0 as that game approaches halftime. That game's also a Region 1 game. Sharpsville and Loudonville, Ohio. It's halftime, and it's scoreless there, so a defensive struggle between Sharpsville and Loudonville. Lakeview, just a scoop and a score late in that second quarter. They're up 34-7 on Titusville. Hickory, really good team they're playing tonight from across the Ohio border in Ursuline. Ursuline is up 28-7 on the Hornets. Slippery Rock, late in the second quarter, was up 17-0 on Central Clarion. Warren up on Conneaut, PA, 20-0. Of course, Cash scrimmaged Grove City last week. General McLean up 20-12 on Oil City in a good Region 5 matchup. Cathedral Prep playing a good team in Erie, but this just tells you how good Cathedral Prep is. They're up 35-0 in that Region 6 matchup. The other Region 6 team, Butler, they were down late in the second quarter, 7-0 to Kiski area. Erie McDowell, another Region 6 team, they were up 10-7 on Lake Catholic. Fairview, a team that had a good season last year, they're up 23-0 on Cambridge Springs in a Region 2 non-league game. Cochranton up 8-0 on Union City in the second quarter in a Region 2 game. Eisenhower up 7-0 on Sagertown. Maplewood up 21-0 on Iroquois. Northwestern, coming off of that great season last year, they're up 20-0 on Seneca. All of those last cluster of scores, those were all Region 2 teams. Karn City up 35-0 on Girard, and Laurel up 28-0 on Northeast. So there it is. That's all our District 10 teams in action.
We'll come back. We'll have the first half scoring and stat recap of this one. Meadville leading Grove City 34-28. It's halftime on Sports Radio 96.7.
Beat the heat at O'Neill Coffee with their new ice cream social-inspired signature drinks. From a smooth, rich brown butter parfait latte to a sweet and fruity banana split cold brew, or try the limited-time Superman milkshake, perfect for the kid in all of us. Stop by and see them at 14 Fair Street in West Middlesex. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're online at o'neillcoffee.com. ONEILL coffee.com.
You know, usually you don't get a new roof for the heck of it.
Why are you replacing your roof? I didn't like the color.
You get a new roof because you're going to need it. Shell Restoration's Severe Weather Response Team is ready to help. The area's #1 company for sales and installation of roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. Shell Restoration excels at working with your insurance company for wind and hail claims, plus there's financing available too. Look for at Shell Restoration on Facebook or call 800-663-8103 for a free estimate.
Need to expand or remodel your building? Increase your inventory or have access to working capital? Let our experienced business loan team help you grow your business. We specialize in business loans.
Mercer County State Bank. Community-minded just like you. Member FDIC. Visit us online at mcsbank.com.
At the Reinhardt's Insurance Agency, quality service means a great deal on your car insurance, backed by an unconditional commitment to serve your needs. Here's Ryan Tyson.
Not every situation's the same, and we really pride ourselves on evaluating the big picture to choose the best carrier.
The Reinhardt's Insurance Agency. It's not the insurance they sell. It's the service that makes them better. The Reinhardt's Insurance Agency, East State Street, Hermitage, or online at www.reinhardts.com.
From the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Studios, online at pennohiorc.com. Sports Radio 96.7 WLLF, Mercer, Hermitage, a Cumulus station. The Halftime Show is being brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, a full-service deli and PA lottery location in Sharpsville, and proud sponsors of the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game.
We will have the Lock, Stock, and Barrel play of the game and the O'Neill Coffee player of the game coming up at the end of tonight's game. Right now we are at the half, and Meadville leading here at Grove City 34-28, along with Chris Birch. I'm Ryan Briggs with you. Special hello to everybody watching on the Grove City Boosters YouTube page. The Grove City Marching Band on the field right now, going through their halftime performance. And there's probably a few people watching the video wondering, we want to hear the band music. Well, there are things called licensing and royalties and stuff, and they can't do it. Otherwise, the school district could get sued. So that's the deal. But you will get the you get to watch the band and listen to Chris and me.
I was just going to say it's nice that they actually do get to watch. So that's
although I think when your son or daughter or whomever is playing an instrument, you want to hear the instrument instead of watch it.
Of course. But I just mean it's nice that it's still able to get the camera on the kids and watch them do what they do without getting to hear it.
Yeah. The scoring summary in this one will probably take about as long as maybe a Stairway to Heaven in the first half. But anyway, Meadville quickly took the lead, 7-0, 10:43 of the first quarter. Kellan Simmons, 42-yard touchdown run. Simmons added the first of his 4 extra points to make it 7-0. Grove City answered. Curtis Hubbs, a 4-yard touchdown run, the first of his 3 first-half touchdowns, the 7:46 mark. John Hake's first extra point of the night, first of 4, made it 7-all. The defense has started to take over. It was 7-7 going into the second quarter. Then Meadville, after forcing a turnover on downs inside the McCandless Ford red zone, Bulldogs take the lead. Brady Walker, 83-yard run on a fullback trap up the middle. It was the only play of the drive, 8:40 to go in the half. Bulldogs led 14-7. Grove City then fumbled the ensuing kickoff, and at the 7:04 mark, 4 plays later, Simmons scores on an 8-yard run. Simmons with the extra point, and it was 21-7 Meadville. Grove City cut the lead in half at the 3:41 mark. Curtis Hubbs a 3-yard touchdown run to make it 21-14. Meadville answered right back after Brighton Anderson with a nice run back to midfield. Griffin Bazell scored on a 5-yard touchdown run at the 2:54 mark. Simmons' extra point made it 28-14. And then it was Grove City's turn to score quickly. Eagles scored 2 touchdowns in 32 seconds. Joey Hathaway scores at the 2:43 mark on a 62-yard pass from Hunter Homan. Hake's extra point made it 28-21. And then after Meadville fumbled it on its first offensive play, Curtis Hubbs a 36-yard touchdown run to tie the game at 28 with 2:11 to go in the half. But Meadville able to get on the board right before halftime. Simmons catching a 19-yard touchdown pass from Gavin Longstreth. Extra point blocked, 34-28 with 16 seconds to go in the half. And that is our halftime score. Meadville 34, Grove City 28. Some team numbers. Meadville 14 first downs, Grove City with 10. Meadville outgaining Grove City 338 to 205. Bulldogs 304 rushing yards, 34 passing yards. Grove City 83 yards on the ground and 122 through the air. Individual numbers for Grove City. Quarterback Hunter Homan making his first start, 9 of 19, 122 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Lutz, 4 catches for 21 yards. Joey Hathaway, 3 catches, 85 yards and a score. Anthony Pereira with a 19-yard catch. Curtis Huvis had 1 catch, and it went for -3 yards. Huvis, 16 carries, 94 yards. Lutz ran it once, lost 2 yards. Homan, 1 carry for no yards, and then lost 9 yards on the last play of the half on a sack, so officially 2 carries for -9 yards. On the Meadville side, Gavin Longstreth is 2 of 2 passing for 34 yards. Kellon Simmons, 12 carries, 113 yards, 2 scores. Griffin Bazell, 11 carries, 100 yards on the dot. Brady Walker, 5 attempts for 91 yards. Simmons, a 19-yard catch. Bazell, a 15-yard reception. Other numbers of interest. Meadville has fumbled 3 times, losing all 3. Grove City, 3 fumbles, losing 1. Meadville, 5 penalties, 30 yards. Grove City, 4 flags, 38 yards. Time of possession, slight edge for Meadville, 12:56 to 11:04. Grove City 2 for 7 on third down. Meadville 0 for 3. Meadville leads 34-28. We'll come back with the second half after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
St. Paul's is a in Erie. St. Paul's is surrounded by beautiful countryside. Located just up the road from Chill College, the Colony at St. Paul's offers seniors an independent lifestyle with complete home maintenance and peace of mind about future health care. Homes for singles and couples feature 2 or 3 bedrooms, open floor plans, 2-car garages, and sunrooms. Explore the homes and learn how affordable senior living can be. Call St. Paul's at 724-588-7610.
Open Tuesdays through Saturday with happy hour from 4:30 to 6:30. Vase Pub.
For 28, Meadville with the lead. Grove City won the toss and deferred its option to the second half, so Eagles presumably will have the ball to start or receive the kickoff, we should say. I want to remind everybody that tomorrow here on Sports Radio 96.7, your sports day starts at 9 a.m. with Coach's Corner. Al Campman, George Abraham will recap all the action from tonight. They'll preview some of the college games tomorrow, a handful of big-time games. I know Nebraska playing Illinois in the Big Ten tomorrow. So that's on at 9 a.m. to 11. And then at 12:30, Bob Greenberg and I will be at Butalis Stadium in Hermitage. Mercer at Kennedy Catholic. And Chris, very interesting matchup there. Senior-laden Mercer team. Mustangs think their goal is the playoffs, which Coach Lockhart thinks is realistic. I certainly think is very realistic.
Yep.
Against the Kennedy team, starting a new chapter. A lot of young guys under new head coach John Ray. Very intrigued tomorrow afternoon to see how things play out.
I think there's going to be a big difference between that first year for Kennedy coming back as a program to now all of a sudden it's the second year. There's some establishment there. I don't know if it's going to translate into any more or less wins. I just think I think we'll see kind of a little bit of a different situation at Kennedy with them being a little bit more, I don't know, just kind of established. So they're still going to have their hands full every week, but I think Kennedy will be better, and Mercer has a chance to have a good season. There's no doubt about it.
They are both in 1A, as is Reynolds in Region 1. Everybody else is 2A here in 2021. Again, that's 12:30 airtime, 1 o'clock kick tomorrow at Butala Stadium. Mercer at Kennedy Catholic. Here we have the second half upcoming. Meadville on the far sideline with a 34-28 lead. Bulldogs are in the white jerseys, red numbers and letters outlined in black. Red pants, black helmets. Grove City, all black. Black helmets, black shirts, black pants, old gold numbers and letters, old gold and white trim. After our game, we'll have the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Game. And then we'll send it back to the studio where Aaron Biro will be there with the fifth quarter scoreboard show. And Aaron will be with you until 11 o'clock. He'll have scores. He'll be taking your phone calls at 724-981-7900. That will be later tonight once we sign off. And the rate we're going, Chris, we're going to be here a little while.
Yeah, this is, one of those games that not only is there a lot of points being scored, but a lot of stoppages. And, this is just kind of what, again, we've seen this kind of a game from these two teams before. So it's going to be interesting to see if either one of these teams can kind of get something figured out defensively to take the other team out of rhythm. But just so many talented players on the offensive side of the ball for both of these teams, and it's going to be tough.
Couple of quick updates to the Lock, Stock, and Barrel halftime update, which Chris very capably gave to you. But we're 34-28. We have not started the third quarter. Sharpsville and Loudonville, Ohio, they're at the end of the third quarter, and it's scoreless.
Wow. All right, still. So defensive scrap going on there.
And
I know the professor approves of games like that, too.
Oh, yeah, this is fun. I enjoy the opportunity to call any games. This is a lot of fun. Sometimes those, I remember many years ago when our good friend Clyde Conti was coaching at Slippery Rock, going over to Wilmington and winning 3-0.
Yep.
And
we had Bicehouse with the winning field goal. Yep.
We had two Hall of Fame coaches that night, Terry Verrilli and Clyde Conti.
Yeah.
And running the wing tee at each other, and it was exciting.
Yeah.
Meadville running the wing tee tonight, 304 rushing yards. Grove City's spread attack, 205 yards. Eagles had a couple of short fields too, and they will have what they hope was a short field coming up after Simmons' kickoff.
Yeah.
Meadville will kick off from the near right hash. Meadville goes left to right in the third quarter. Hope you're having a great Friday night, whether you're listening to us over the air at sportsradio967.com, our downloadable station app, or via the Grove City Boosters YouTube feed. Or if maybe you're here listening, and then you can go back and they'll post it later tonight. You can watch the video, too.
Yeah.
It's certainly been an entertaining first half. We expect the same in the second half. Simmons to kick off. 2 men deep for Grove City back near the 20. It's a squibber up the middle of the field, and it is cradled by Anthony Pereira, who goes to the ground with the football right near the 35-yard line, called the 34. That's where the Eagles will put it in play to start the third quarter.
Yeah, that got a little hairy there for a second. You're kind of thinking, all right, somebody needs to get down on that ball. Pereira finally just kind of hopped on it. And we fortunately for Grove City, they're able to hang on to the possession. And
Eagles have it 1st and 10. 3 receivers bunched to the left. First time we've seen that set tonight from the Eagles. Homan out of the shotgun. Give to Hubbas over left guard. Hubbas into the middle of the line. He'll get a yard or two, fall across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Into the teeth of the defense where he ran into Justice Esser, the defensive end. Hubbas picks up 2 on his first carry of the second half. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah. Just a pretty good wall up that time by the Meadville defensive front. We haven't seen that very often from this defense.
Homan gets a shotgun snap. Option pitch to Hubbas on the right side. Cuts back to his left. Hubbas upfield across the 40. Out near the 45. He'll be brought down at the 44. He has enough for the first down. And Curtis Hubbas becomes the third man in tonight's game to go over 100 yards rushing. He picks up 8. He's now at 104.
He's just such a patient runner. He just kind of picks his way, picks his spots, and he turns some of those runs that should be just 2 or 3 yard runs into 10-yard runs. So great job by Hubbas. He's such a versatile back.
Homan throws a lateral. It's a backwards pass to Rogers. It'll be a run, and it'll be a big loss as Brighton Anderson hauls him down back inside the 40 at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, just well defended out there. Not much else to say. Just a great job.
Brighton Anderson,
Brighton
sophomore.
Anderson, he's a good player. Yeah, 5'9", 155, really slight-looking kid. But, man, he's made some plays tonight out there on an island.
He went 11-4 to 138 pounds last year. He knows how to get people on their ground.
Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, that explains that.
2nd and 15, Homan. Pretty good 138-pounder. Throws it downfield. Tipped incomplete. Bazell got a hand on it. Pereira was open, but Bazell deflects it. It's incomplete, and now 3rd and 15 for Grove City.
Yeah, no question. Pereira was open and waiting for that pass and, kind of was ready to catch it and then do the Heath Miller rumble down the middle of the field thing. But yeah, able to get a mid on it and knock it away.
3rd and 15 for Grove City. Homan now 9 of 20 tonight for 122 yards. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers and a wing to the right. Homan back to pass against a 4-man rush. Flushed out to his right. On the run, throws it downfield. Caught on a comeback by Hathaway, giving ground, heads upfield, spinning, corkscrewed down close to the lead marker. Looks like he will be a hair short. But Hathaway able to give Grove City a chance on 4th and short. They'll give him 14.
Yeah, he caught it on a little run comebacker and then kind of spun to the middle of the field, picked up those extra yards.
4th and 1, pass incomplete, broken up by Anderson, and Grove City will turn it over on downs. I think the Eagles thought they had the first down. They did not, and now Meadville will have it at its own 47.
Not only did they not get it, but they're very fortunate that Brighton Anderson didn't pick that off for a pick 6. He got his mitts on that, and if he would have caught it, there would have been nobody within 25 yards of him.
Grove City turns it over on downs. You could see some of the Grove City the personnel and sideline pointing first down, but Hathaway was clearly short.
Yeah.
And so now Meadville takes over at its own 47, 1st and 10. Anderson had 1 interception last year. He almost, as you said, had 1 there.
Yeah.
And it would have been 40-28.
Yeah.
Instead, Bulldogs have it, and they give us to Bazell over the left side. Bazell over the midfield line. Stiff arm on Hathaway. Hathaway will shepherd him out of bounds, but Bazell, a tough first down run, goes from the Meadville 47 to the Grove City 47. That's a quick 6, brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Hathaway 5'10", 155. Bazell 6 foot 205, so giving up 50 pounds there, able to bring him out, but not before he was able to stiff arm him and drive him down the field for several yards.
50 pounds and 2 years.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hathaway's 16. Bazell, he looks like the guys we see playing across the street on Saturdays.
He sure does. That's exactly right. That's exactly what he looks like. Yep.
2nd and 4 for Meadville in Grove City territory. Bazell wing right. Split backs behind Gavin Longstreth, the quarterback. And the give is to the fullback, Walker, and Walker will get nothing. Into the teeth of the defense, ran into Dogonski in there, Ahern also there. You can name about 6 guys on the stop there.
Right.
Pickup of a half yard. It will be 3rd and a long 3. So Walker went 83 yards on that play earlier. He went about half a yard there.
Yeah.
3rd and a long 3. Meadville 0 for 3 on 3rd down tonight.
Yeah, this is a big play right here. Grove City kind of needs to make a stop here.
Turn, give to Bazell on a sweep over the left side. Cuts upfield, and he will get the first down. Hubbas will wrestle him down from behind, but not before Bazell gets across the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 7 for Griffin Bazell.
Yeah, he's just good. I mean, he gets out, he gets those kind of shoulders and hips square, and he's able to drag defenders at that time, awfully tough task trying to keep him from getting a first down on 3rd and short.
Bazell, 13 carries, 113 yards tonight. Simmons, 12 carries, 113 yards tonight.
That's amazing. Yeah, just an incredible group of backs here for this Meadville team.
Meadville breaks the huddle, 1st and 10 at the Grove City 39. Moving left to right with 8:46 to go in the 3rd. Bulldogs up 34-28 here at Grove City. Now some movement in the backfield. Reichel went to left halfback, Anderson at right halfback, and they both moved at the same time. And a false start will be called against the Bulldogs. They'll be set back 5 yards to the 44. 1st down and 15.
Yeah, and again, that's kind of been the one bugaboo tonight for Meadville is they keep shooting themselves in the foot with penalties, not only racking up the yards, but also kind of at big moments too.
Now 1st and 15, Meadville 6 penalties for 35 yards tonight. Grove City, 4 flags for 38 yards. Young, tight right. Jefferson wide right. Double wing set. Longstreth under center. Brings Reichel in motion. Fumble the snap. It's loose. And Grove City has it.
Yeah.
Eagles come up with it. Digging it out. Nathan Boyd. As Longstreth pulled out a little soon, the Eagles come up with their 4th takeaway of the night.
How about that? Yeah, Boyd, what a great job that was. I mean, that was a mistake by Meadville, but usually the quarterback's able to fall on that, but Boyd able to just bull his way in there and pick up that fumble recovery. So, yeah, Grove City in business here. Down 6 with 8:12 to go in the third quarter.
And Eagles take over at the 45, so the failed 4th down does not come back to bite Grove City. Homan with 3 receivers wide to the left. Out of the shotgun, Homan gives to Huvis, winding his way over the right side. Huvis to the 50, bounces off a man and drilled by Bazell. Huvis, he ran over a couple of guys and then took a big hit from Bazell at the end of the play. Huvis bounces up like a super ball, picks up 9. It will be 2nd and 1. But that was a major collision there.
It was. Wow. Yeah, 2 big, strong seniors meeting head-to-head there.
2nd and inches, just shy of the 45. Hoban in the shotgun, give to Huvis. Huvis up the gut, has a full head of steam. He'll have the 1st down. Brought down by Rurik Douglas, who got him by the foot, but not before Huvis picks up 6. And now Huvis will hobble to the near sideline.
He came out for a couple of plays earlier in the game, so you wonder if something isn't bugging. I think that's a good old-fashioned calf cramp.
Trainer coming over and stretching that left leg out. Rogers now at running back, and Zach Rogers gets the handoff and probably wishes Homan had kept it. There was no running room at all for Zach Rogers. He's buried by Roan Woodrow, the nose tackle. Also Justice Esser collapsing down on him. Rogers loses a yard. It is 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line. Huvis up, getting some water or a sports drink in him. 2nd and 11. Pereira from slot left motions back towards the formation. Lines up as a wing. Handoff to Rogers. Has a little bit of running room, and that hole closes quickly as he is driven back. Rogers gets a yard back to the 40. Of course, one notable absence for the Eagles tonight due to injury, Anthony Nemec, the normal number 2 running back.
Yeah.
He's out tonight, and no doubt he'd be getting some carries.
Right. And tonight's the kind of night you need some depth, with the cramping and things like that. So that's an important point.
Grove City hustles to the line of scrimmage and then hustles perhaps a little bit too much. Eagles whistled for a false start. 5-yard penalty back to the 44. It's now 3rd and 14 for Grove City. 6:41 to go, third quarter. Meadville leading 34-28.
And a tough third down play. Just got a little tougher here. So see what Grove City dials up.
2 receivers and a wing to the left on the wide side of the field. Lutz, the flanker, now motions towards the formation into the slot. Homan out of the shotgun. Deep drop. Homan looking, throwing it downfield for Boyd. Makes the catch. Nathan Boyd, a leaping grab, has the 1st down and a whole lot more. He'll pick up 22 on 3rd and 14.
Yeah. What a great pass. Super pass by Homan. That time really showing off the touch there. Got a little bit of time, hung in there in the pocket, and threw a perfect pass.
Homan throws another perfect pass over to Lutz on the near side. 1st and 10 at the 23, down inside the 15. Jefferson will bring him down. Eagles pick up another 1st down, move the chains again. They are back into the McCandless Ford red zone. The Eagles have the offense in 4th gear now in terms of tempo. 1st and 10 at the Meadville 12. Double wing set, give to Huvis, who's back in. Trying to bounce outside, and he cannot get away from Brighton Anderson. Anderson, despite giving up about 40 pounds, gets Huvis down for a loss on the play.
Now, Brighton Anderson is, we've said it many times, he's just a good football player. That was a great fundamental tackle and great pursuit.
So Brighton Anderson coming up field and dropping Huvis for a loss of 5 back to the 17. 2nd and 5 at the 17. Grove City quickly back to the line. Play action. Homan throws it downfield. Sliding grab made by Pereira inside the 10-yard line. He'll be marked down at the 8. Got position on Anderson.
Yeah, I like this. Getting the passing game going here. Good protection, and Homan throwing the ball right on the money.
3rd and 6 from the 8. Give to Huvis. Huvis cuts back to his right. Runs into Bazell. Pile moving forward, surging forward. Huvis needed to get to the 2 for the first down. It looks like it's going to be 4th and short, and here comes some extra beef. Trezona and Hammerman coming out there for Grove City. It will be 4th and a yard at the 3.
Here we go. Very big play, obviously. You think probably something here with maybe Huvis or a sneak by Homan.
Eagles huddle right near the line of scrimmage. 4th and a yard at the 3. Homan in the shotgun. Double wing right. Huvis behind him. Trezona motions from right to left and now back to the right. Homan will give it to Huvis over the right side. He is hit by Bazell. Huvis able to spin forward, and it looks like he'll have the first down.
Yeah, right where he got hit. It looked like perhaps there was going to be a chance that Bazell was going to get him behind a line of scrimmage, but Huvis kind of spun and had some forward momentum, and should be enough.
Well, let's see here. They're going to bring out the chains, I think?
Yeah, nobody's celebrating on the Grove City sideline yet.
We don't have a great angle where we are here looking to the far side.
Right.
And no, they are saying he did not get it.
Wow, yeah, you see, we hear celebrating across the field from the Meadville fans. So yeah, how about that?
So Griffin Bazell, a first down and perhaps touchdown-saving tackle. The Meadville defense comes up with a stop on 4th and short. And the Bulldogs will take over at their own 3-yard line with 4:29 to go in the third, leading here at Grove City 34-28.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Bazell. He is a heck of a player.
And the handoff goes to Bazell over the left side. He bowls his way forward across the 10 to the 15, taking Hathaway for a ride. Trezona finally comes through to bring him down, but Griffin Bazell will get Meadville from out in that deep hole out close to the 20-yard line.
Right. You know, there are times, he's not exactly the same kind of runner as this, but there are times where he almost looks kind of like Herschel Walker, you know, where he's just squaring the shoulders and guys are hanging on him and he's just dragging them 5 yards at a time.
1st and 10 for Meadville, now at its own 19. That's the 16th first down of the night for Meadville. Meadville 16-14 edge in that category. Reichel wide to the right, Bazell wing to the right, next to the tight end Young. It's an unbalanced line to the wide side. And the give is to the fullback Walker, who's hit at the 20 and falls forward for a yard. Wadsworth able to get a piece of him there. 2 yards for Walker, the fullback, bringing up 2nd down and 8. We've had no scoring in the third quarter, Chris, but a lot of activity.
Yeah, right. And that's kind of whenever there's been lulls in this game, you know, it's almost like in the old hockey analogy. Lots of shots on goal, but nobody scored for a while. But then eventually it seems like it comes in a flurry.
2nd and 8 from the 21 for Meadville. And the give is off the right side. And that's a new ball carrier for the first time. That's going to be Anderson on his first carry. And Anderson, who's done a lot on defense tonight, is able to pick up, give him a yard to the 22. 3rd and 7 upcoming for Meadville. Bulldogs are 1 of 4 on 3rd down tonight. This is a big one here, 3rd and 7 at the 22.
Yeah, this is a big play right here for Grove City. This is a big play right here, Briggsy.
Meadville 3rd and 7. Longstreth has attempted 2 passes. He's completed 2. He's back to pass. Bootleg to the right. He's going to turn and run. He has running room. Has an escort. Upfield knocked out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Roan Woodrow, the pulling guard, helped clear the way for him. Longstreth able to pick up first down yardage and more all the way out to the 35. Longstreth picks up a baker's dozen, and Meadville keeps the drive going.
You could see Woodrow, the guard, like screaming to him to just run. He was still looking down the field, and you could Woodrow, you could almost hear him yelling, come on, just run, and he did and picked up the first down.
And that will continue the drive. With 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, a warm, sticky night in Grove City. The offenses have been hot, and so have the fans. Unbalanced line to the left, tight end, split end, both on the left side. That's the wide side. Give to Bazell. He'll go over the left side. Bazell, it's knocked loose by Huvis. It's loose, scramble for it. Who has it? Eagles have it. Grove City recovers at the 24-yard line. Rogers recovers it. Curtis Huvis knocked it loose.
Another short field here for the Grove City Eagles after the turnover. So we will see now. The Grove City offense, a couple of chances here. They haven't been able to capitalize in the second half.
The 5th takeaway by the Grove City defense.
Wow.
Eagles will have it with 2:28 to go in quarter number 3, down 6.
See what we got here.
2 receivers wide to the left and movement up front. Meadville jumps into the neutral zone. And Grove City will get a quick 5. Now will be 1st and 5 at the 29-yard line.
It certainly helps the Eagles' cause right there. Lots of good plays in the playbook for 1st and 5.
Ball inside the 30 at the 29. Pereira and Lutz wide left with Pereira in the slot. Hathaway wide right at the numbers on the short side of the field. Rogers the wing back, and now he will move to the left side of the formation. Hubbas the deep back behind Homan. Homan out of the shotgun, gives to Hubbas. Hubbas bouncing off of one tackle, gets to about the 25-yard line. He'll be a little short of the lead stick. In fact, he may have it. The official on the far side says it is a first down, and indeed it is. They spot it at the 24. Hubbas now, 128 yards. 124 yards on 24 carries. 1st and 10, Grove City at the 24. On the far right hash, Homan goes left, nobody home. He went to pitch it, there was nobody there. Now Homan will be ripped down back at the 29-yard line, but a flag at the end of the play from the line judge, perhaps a face mask.
Yeah, that, certainly an unnecessary movement there, as about 4 guys, had Homan pretty well wrapped up, and then a guy came and sort of did the old pile jump thing and probably got the hand up in the face mask. So if that's the case, that's a terrible mistake by this Meadville defense.
Yeah, Hubbas went right, Homan went left. It's hard to run the option when that happens.
Right.
And Homan found himself in a real bind. Brought down back at the 30-yard line. As it stands, it's a loss of 6.
That is a terrible mistake by Grove
Personal
City.
foul face mask?
Personal foul face mask, yeah. I mean, and it was Briggsy, the 4th guy that got there. I mean, they had him wrapped up. There was nowhere for him to go, and then, a guy got there and kind of pile jumped and grabbed the face mask and really cost his team right there.
So it will now be the ever-popular 1st and 1. As they lost 6 on the play and get to 15 on the penalty. Homan on 1st and 1, throws it downfield, caught, touchdown! Anthony Pereira, 15 yards, and Grove City has tied it at 34 with 1:58 to go in the third quarter.
1:58 to go now in this third quarter. Grove City tying it up, but remember, I pointed it out. Remember the blocked extra point, because now they have John Hake coming out to kick the extra point, and if he converts this, as he almost always does, Grove City can retake the lead. Actually, take the lead, right?
Take the lead, yeah. They have not had the lead yet, have the Eagles.
Right.
Homan to hold. Snap is good. Homan puts it on the tee. Hake's kick is up. He is 5 for 5, and Grove City has its first lead of the night, 35-34. 1:58 to go in the third quarter. Grove City, its first lead of the night. We'll come back with the kickoff on Sports Radio 96.7.
Go, no time to stop. That's when you'll love the Medicine Shop Pharmacy's drive-through window service at 1740 East State Street in Hermitage. Next time you have a prescription to get, or vitamins, medication, bandages, any kind of health need, simply call ahead and place your order. With our fast, dependable, always convenient drive-through service window. To place your order, call 724-983-8451. Our friendly drive-through window service keeps you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
If you have teens in the house, you know how it is. They're usually better at tweeting, texting, and can make a smartphone sing. But when it comes to saving money, then it's a different story. By teaching the value of saving money, you might just turn your teen from a spender into a saver.
Mercer County State Bank. Community-minded just like you. Member FDIC. Visit us online at mcsbank.com.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescription.
35-34, Grove City has the lead. Ryan Briggs and Chris Birch with you here late third quarter at Forker Field. John Hake to kick off for Grove City. Meadville has Simmons and Brighton Anderson back deep near the 20-yard line. Hake the lefty on the run-up and angles it near side, and this one's going to be fielded, dropped. Anderson now picks it up at his own 25. It's a reverse, hands it to Simmons. Kalon Simmons has running room. Upfield to the 45, he's at midfield, cutting back to the 35. Simmons down to the 30. Nathan Greer, a touchdown saving tackle. How about the Bulldogs with some trickery?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that was planned. It almost kind of looked like they, just kind of saw each other. That was a very heads-up play there. I'm not sure it was planned. We'll see. I'm not. Maybe it was, but that was Brighton Anderson. Just kind of maybe a heads-up play on his part.
And Simmons is being treated for a cramp on the far side.
Yeah.
The ball is down at the 30-yard line. Officially, it is a 45-yard run back for Simmons. 1:45 to go in the third, and Meadville has it at the Grove City 30, looking to answer as Grove City has taken the lead for the first time tonight, 35-34. Well, we have the timeout for the cramp down there. A couple of updates. The game on 790 WPIC. It is Ursuline all over Hickory, 42-7. Ursuline, a very good team from Ohio, and Hickory, a lot of graduation losses.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people are high on Hickory, as hey, they've won the region the last couple of years, but it's a different cast and crew.
That's a tough go for a team where you got a lot of moving parts, new parts in different spots. So yeah, I mean Hickory's going to be fine. That Ursuline team's just really good.
Loudonville, Ohio's inched ahead of Sharpsville 6-0 in the fourth quarter.
Love it.
Farrell all over Meadville 52-0. Well, we want Sharpsville to win.
What's that?
Loudonville's leading Sharpsville.
I just meant the low score.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's what yeah.
Oh, or maybe you had Ron Zook is from Loudonville, Ohio.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Just I love the 6-0. Sharpsville gets the ball back with 4 minutes to go. Kind of a slobber knocker.
And Slippery Rock leading Central Clarion 31-0. Central Clarion, you're wondering, well, who's Central Clarion? It's Clarion Limestone, North Clarion. They all went together last year. And their game with Punxsutawney was scrapped last night.
Right.
So they got together this morning, Slippery Rock and Central Clarion, with really no prep for either team. And
right.
Got together and played tonight. So hats off to both for making it work.
Yeah, a lot of good work by the athletic directors there. That North Clarion Central team, or Central Clarion, they were supposed to play Punxsy at Clarion U, and they were willing to come over to Slippery Rock. So yeah, kudos to everybody to make that game happen.
Meadville has it 1st and 10 at the Grove City 30 on the far left hash mark. Walker and Bazell split behind Longstreth. Turn pitch to Bazell. Bazell up the middle. Driving forward. Bounces outside. Griffin Bazell, 15-10. 5 touchdown. And just like that, in the shake of a lamb's tail, Meadville has retaken the lead. 30 yards for Griffin Bazell.
Yeah, so much. just so many moving parts to worry about. So much talent on the edge. And Bazell, who made, of course, the great touchdown-saving tackle on 4th down on Hovis, able to find his way into the end zone. And Meadville, this time I'm correct, retakes the lead.
And what will the Bulldogs do? Well, their kicker is Simmons, and he was cramping up.
Right. So, yeah, it looks like.
So will they go for 2, or they have a new kicker? Let's see what decision is going to be rendered here. It would make sense to go for 2 here,
right? Especially with the kicker out.
And he had the last one blocked. And it looks like Meadville will indeed go for the 2-point conversion. Jefferson will go wide left, Brighton Anderson wing left. Walker is the fullback. Bazell wing right next to the tight end Young. This is the 2-point conversion for Meadville. Right now the lead is 5. Anderson in motion. Longstreth rolling right. He is hit and he will be hauled down. And he threw it right into the breadbasket of Nathan Boyd. He could not return it. You can't do that in high school football. Anyway, play would have been over, but the Grove City defense holds. Thus, only a touchdown would put Grove City back ahead. Eagles do not need the conversion. But Meadville leads again, 40-35. With 1:36 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with the kickoff on Sports Radio 96.7.
drive in because Flynn's will get you in right now. No appointment necessary. The second option, give us a call and we'll help you select and reserve the perfect tire for you. The third option, save time and buy online at flynnstire.com. It's that easy. Just drive in and Flynn's will get you in right now.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescriptions.
So with Simmons sidelined, it will be Brady Walker to kick off. He has the ball in the near hash at the 40. On the run-up, and he sends a spinner down the middle, and will roll, and finally picked up by the return man back at the 20. That's Zach Rogers, upfield to the 35 to the 40. Rogers approaching midfield. Zach Rogers in Meadville territory. The 35, and finally knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Brady Walker blasts him right at the end of the play. Young down for Meadville on the near sideline as he was kind of rolled up under. A long run back for Rogers, and Grove City has it in Meadville territory. With the Meadville man down, it's Young on the near side. Jordan Young, who made the initial tackle, and then looked like he had his kind of his leg, or it's looks like a cramp the way that they're treating, which is good.
That's good. Yeah, the way it looked, it could have been something much more serious than that. So yeah, that's a good thing.
Run back of 46 yards to the Meadville 34. 40-35, Meadville leading, but Grove City now looking to. Yeah, you've got your basketball score, Chris.
I sure do. Right? Yeah, this would be. Yeah.
It's we knew we expected a very competitive game. We've had that and then some. We've had a lot of offense. We've had some interesting special teams. We've had some defensive plays too. We've had a little bit of everything tonight. We still have over a quarter to go.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's amazing when you think about, how each quarter has kind of taken on a life of its own here. We still have another one of those those chapters to go here. So yeah, as crazy as this game has been, it's really going to be. You start to look at guys cramping up here a little bit. Fatigue is going to play a factor here. It's certainly not as hot as it was. The heat has certainly eased up a little bit, but fatigue is going to play a role here in this fourth quarter of the game with these teams trading scores like this. So when you think about the scoring that's done by both teams, just a couple of players. So you think about a key injury or a cramp at a bad moment or something like that for one of the playmakers. That could certainly play a role.
40-35, Meadville with the lead. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Grove City will have the ball at the Meadville 34 on the near left hash mark. Eagles have Pereira slot left inside of Gavin Lutz. Two receivers to the right also. Huvis back in at running back behind Homan, who's in the shotgun. Four-man front for Meadville. Rogers motions to a wing right. And it's the option play. Quick pitch to Hubbas on the left side. He has a lot of running room. Hubbas to the 20, 15. Curtis Hubbas will go in. Touchdown, Grove City. He wouldn't. No, a flag. There's a flag on the near sideline. It's obscured by the Grove City bench, but there's a flag down. It's actually two flags. And was there a hold on the perimeter, Chris?
I mean, as open as that sideline was, you have to think that is the likely scenario. Yeah, that's it.
It will wipe out a 34-yard touchdown run. Huvis still will get credited with a sizable gain, but it's going to end up being first and probably about first and 4, first and 5.
So what you're saying is the hold wasn't the one that sprung him there. It was one later
downfield.
On. Oh boy,
the hold was down at the 17-yard line.
He didn't need that block.
A gain of 17. Then penalty 10 yards back upfield.
Ugh.
So it will be 1st and 3 at the 27-yard. We had 1st and 1, now 1st and 3 tonight. Lutz wide left, Pereira slot left. Rogers is a wingman to the right next to the right tackle, Dugonski. Hathaway wide right. Huvis is the single back behind Hunter Homan as we come up on the 1-minute mark of the third quarter. Homan gets the shotgun snap, fake handoff, swing it near side to Lutz. He breaks a tackle. Gavin Lutz upfield inside the 20, knocked out of bounds by Bazell. But Grove City is into the McCandless Ford red zone. It's another first down for the Eagles. The ball will be put in play at the 19-yard line, gain of 8. Homan now 15 of 27 for an even 200 yards.
Wow.
Lutz, 6 catches, 40 yards. Homan fields a high shotgun snap. Give it to Huvis. He will cut to his left. Huvis to the 15 of the 10. Cuts back to his right. Then touchdown. Oh, did he fake out Reichel, the free safety. And now Grove City does retake the lead, 41-40.
There we go. A little poetic justice. Kind of a tough call, taking away a touchdown from Huvis on a block he didn't need. And so he gets the ball back, makes a great move, highlight reel stuff, and gets into the end zone. And Grove City will retake the lead, 41-40, with the point after coming. So a chance to take a 2-point lead or a 3-point lead.
The Eagles will go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. Field goal probably not in the arsenal for Meadville, but you never know.
You never know, right.
Eagles will put 2 men to each side. Homan in the shotgun. Now brings Rogers in motion. Eagles run the option. Homan will keep it. Homan dives, and he breaks the plane. The 2-point conversion is good. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 43-40 Grove City. We'll take a quick break and come back with the kickoff. 43-40 Grove City back on top on Sports Radio.
Family members to enjoy. Klepper Manor features fully equipped, dedicated therapy rooms that offer the best opportunity for residents to return to the life and mobility they once enjoyed. Klepper Manor employs a professional nursing staff, providing around-the-clock resident-centered care. Their activities department offers an array of enjoyable events from coffee clubs to crafts. Klepper Manor, an embassy healthcare community, is care-driven and family-oriented. For more information, please call 724-981-2750. 724-981-2750.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescriptions.
43-40 Curtis Huvis. 4 touchdowns tonight. The unofficial Al Bundy Award. 160 yards for Huvis and 4 touchdowns. In Grove City, a 3-point lead after Hunter Homan's 2-point run. But 32 seconds to go in the third. And Meadville with Simmons and Brighton Anderson deep, awaiting John Hake's kickoff. Hake has it teed up in the middle of the field at the 40. On the run-up, and he will send a deep one downfield. A hit at the 10, the 5. It will roll. It's rolling, and it will roll into the end zone for an automatic touchback. Once the ball breaks the plane of the end zone in high school, it is a touchback, but that was a calculated risk there by Simmons back there.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not 100% sure if he had fully calculated that ball might not get in there, as he kind of gave up on it. I think in the film session tomorrow, they may have a word about that.
But it is Meadville ball at the 20. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. Meadville outgaining Grove City tonight, 412 to 339.
That's just incredible video game type numbers for both of these teams.
34-28 Meadville at the half. Grove City with a 15-6 edge here in the third quarter. As Grove City kicked an extra point and made a 2-pointer. Meadville missed a 2-pointer. Longstreth under center and movement. As the split end took off too soon, Reichel will be flagged for the false start. And that is penalty number 9 of the night against Meadville. 9 penalties, 60 yards. Yeah. A couple of those have been very costly tonight.
There's no doubt. I mean, you know, that there's, you know, it might be exaggerating a tiny bit, but this game could be very, very different, if not for all of the just exasperating, I'm sure, to the Meadville contingency, mistakes by this Bulldog team, penalties and turnovers. And Grove City has done a very good job of capitalizing on them.
32 seconds to go in the third. Split backs now behind Longstreth. Turn, toss goes to Brazell. Griffin Brazell upfield across the 20, gets back the penalty yardage and gets a few more. Battling his way upfield to about the 23, 24-yard line on what likely will be the final play of the third quarter. It's a pickup of 9 to the 24. It will be 2nd and 6, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. Grove City and Meadville in a wild one. It's 43-40. Grove City with the lead here at home. Back with the fourth quarter after this on Sports Radio 96.7. Don't forget, after the game tonight, we'll have the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game, Lock, Stock, and Barrel Play of the Game, and then Aaron Bybro with the fifth quarter scoreboard show brought to you by McEwen for Judge. That will be until 11 o'clock tonight, and this game will provide a lot of material itself for discussion. 43-40, Grove City leading Meadville here at the start of the fourth quarter. I'm Ryan Briggs along with Chris Birch, and Meadville will have the ball 2nd down and 6 at its own 24-yard line to start the fourth quarter. Bulldogs move right to left in the fourth.
Yeah, certainly a big moment here for Meadville, needing kind of to get something going here as Grove City has snatched all of the momentum away here in this game.
Simmons in the game at fullback, however. Bazell is a wing to the right. Brighton Anderson is the halfback to the left. Ball in the near left hash for the Bulldogs. Snap fumbled by Longstreth. And it looks like Meadville has come up with it. Meadville, the 6th fumble of the night. Bulldogs lost each of the first 5. They do keep this one, but it is now 3rd down and the better part of 6 yards upcoming. 43-40, Grove City on top. Meadville 2 for 5 on 3rd down tonight. What will the Bulldogs do here as we're just underway in the fourth quarter? Meadville taking a lot of time in the huddle.
Yeah.
For the back judge to put up his hand for that 10 count. 3rd down and 6. Jefferson wide right on the wide side of the field. Bazell wing right. Anderson wing left. He goes in deep motion, does Anderson. The give on a trap play to Simmons, bouncing around in the backfield. He will fight to get back to the 25, but no more. Luciano Trezona got a hand on him, or got both hands on him, helped to bring him down. You see Boyd in there, Ahern. 4th down for Meadville. And what will the Bulldogs do here deep in their own end with a 4th and 4 upcoming?
4th and 4, 10:30 to go in this fourth quarter.
10:30.
Yeah, 10:30 to go in this fourth quarter. The down 3. They should have lots of confidence in their offense, but defensively they can't feel very good. So, yeah, I certainly agree with not going for it here.
Simmons is the punter. Now we have a flag thrown in from the near side. And 2. Looks like Meadville had 12 out there.
Oh, boy.
Meadville's north, but it's not far enough north to do that legally.
Yeah, right.
So the ball goes back to the 21-yard line, 4th and 9, and Simmons will punt from standing inside his own 10. 2 men deep for Grove City. Back at midfield, Zach Rogers and Joey Hathaway. Snap a good one, a light rush. Kick is a shank. It bounces upfield. It's tipped up in the air. Scramble for it. Now picked up at the 34-yard line by Gavin Lutz, and he will go down to the 25-yard line. And Grove City will have excellent field position. The ball was touched downfield by a Meadville player, so Lutz could advance it without risk.
Right. How about that? So good heads-up play by Gavin Lutz and
Logan. This is Gavin. Logan would have done that too.
Yeah.
But the Gavin Lutz able to field it, and he'll get it to near the 25-yard line. There's a Meadville man down due to cramping. So we'll take a quick break here with exactly 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's Grove City 43, Meadville 40. Back with more from Forker Field on Sports Radio 96.7.
Did you know Herman's Pure Spring Water can be conveniently delivered to your home or office for free? Did you know that Herman's Water in most cases is delivered only 48 hours after being bottled? Take advantage of Herman's special introductory offer. Receive your first month cooler rental and get 2 5-gallon bottles for free. That's a $20 value with no strings attached. Herman's Water in Sharpsville since 1908. Online at hermanswater.com. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
10 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Grove City up 43-40. And with the ball at the Meadville 25, Brighton Anderson walking off on his own power after cramping up. Certainly a big absence, at least for one play at outside linebacker.
Yeah, he's a really good defensive player, obviously. We've been calling his name all night, so, yeah.
Eagles have it on the near right hash, moving left to right. Black tops, black pants, old gold numbers and letters, white trim. Meadville, white jerseys, red numbers and letters outlined in black, red pants, black helmets. Long count from Hunter Homan in the shotgun. Rogers slot right inside of Hathaway on the short side of the field. Lutz and Pereira realign on the far side. Handoff to Hubbas up the middle. Hubbas breaks a tackle, charging downfield to the 20-yard line or thereabouts. Justice Esser got a hold of him, but not before Hubbas is able to fight forward and pick up close to 5. It is second down and 5.
I talked about fatigued. You can really see this Meadville team, not only looking fatigued on tackles, but also making mistakes because of fatigue.
Second and 5, Grove City back into the McCandless Ford red zone. Homan out of the shotgun, give to Hubbas. Hubbas bounces outside. Hubbas cutting back to his right. Hubbas runs over defender. That was Tidball who went for a ride. And getting down close to the 10, Hubbas. We'll see if it's 1st and 10 or 1st and goal, but Curtis Hubbas picks up another first down for Grove City.
Yeah, and that's the thing here, Ryan. We're into the, fourth quarter here. Grove City with a lead. It's kind of Curtis Hubbas' time.
It is 1st and 10. The ball is at the 11-yard line. Almost the 11 and a half, but it is 1st and 10. Hubbas gets the snap from Homan. Hubbas hit and wrestled down. Could not escape the grip of Rurik Douglas. Maybe a half yard for Hubbas. It will be 2nd and 10. Hubbas now 29 carries, 174 yards. No player carried the ball more often last year in Mercer County than did Curtis Hubbas. He's off to a good start tonight.
Yeah. He is, just so difficult to deal with. He's very versatile, and showing that here again as this game kind of winds along.
2nd and 9, pass near side, caught. Hathaway, touchdown. Joey Hathaway, the quick slant, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Grove City has its largest lead of the night, 49-40, an 11-yard strike from Hunter Homan to Joey Hathaway.
Yeah, great little play call. Meadville kind of jamming up the box there, so get it out to Hathaway in space, let him make a play, and just a strange development here as Grove City has, after being down at one point, remember 21-7, they're now on the verge of taking a 10-point lead if this, if Hake can finish this PAT.
8:23 to go in the fourth. Hake's kick is up and good. Grove City 50, Meadville 40. 8:23 to go, fourth quarter. We'll come back with more from Forker Field after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Did you know that Mancino's Driving School can give you your driver's test? That's right. Mancino's Driving School provides an approved Pennsylvania Department of Education certified driving course as well as behind-the-wheel training. Mancino's Driving School offers one-on-one, on-the-road driving lessons 7 days a week with day and evening hours. They use only certified driving instructors that have undergone extensive background investigation. For details or more information on adult training, go online to mancinosdrivingschool.com.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
John Hake to kick off. Has the ball at the 40. Simmons and Anderson deep for Meadville, back inside the 15-yard line. Grove City now with a 10-point lead. Hake on the run-up. Sends this one downfield, and Brighton Anderson retreats to his 11. And fields it along the far hash mark, up the middle of the field to the 30. And then will be driven back at about the 32-yard line. So pretty good return. Still ample time for Meadville, Chris.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've certainly shown the ability to score in a hurry. The thing that's tough for them is, it seems like there's a little bit of attrition happening here for Meadville. As we really haven't seen as much of Kalon Simmons since that cramping. He's been out there, obviously, for a couple of plays, but I don't know if he's had a carry since he's gotten that real bad cramp. So,
one final to report. Sharpsville rallies past Loudonville 7-6. Blaze Knight catching the touchdown to tie it. Liam Campbell, the PAT, to win it with a minute to go. So Sharpsville 1-0.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. They put that together and got the win.
Turn toss will go to Griffin Brazell over the left side. They toss power play. He'll take it across the 35 to the 36, a gain of 3. Now Bazell a little slow to get up. Bazell, the only senior on this Meadville roster.
Wow.
This Meadville team, of course, only senior. This is a team already. This is a good team, and they're only going to get better and better and better as this season goes on.
And I mean, the tale of this game so far has just been incredible talent shown by this Meadville team, but they, just really hurt themselves with turnovers and penalties. 5 turnovers. I mean, tough to beat a good team when you have to turn the ball over 5 times.
Bulldogs have 2nd and 7 from their own 36. Split backs. The toss goes to Kalon Simmons. He'll try to get over the right side. Runs into Hovis. Bounces off of him. Boyd comes in to help finish off Simmons. So it's a gain of 4. It'll now be 3rd and 3 for Meadville. Bulldogs tonight have 396 rushing yards.
That's...
But they'll need about 2.5 here to keep the drive going.
Right. Clock moving here. I'm going to be under 7 minutes to go here in this game when the ball is snapped. 50-40, Grove City lead.
Jefferson wide right on the short side of the field. Kalon Simmons wing left. Turn, handoff is to Bazell. Cuts upfield. Bazell runs over Rogers. Brought down from behind by Boyd, but Bazell, a tough run on 3rd down, converts, keeps the drive going. He gets 7. It'll be a new series of downs from the Meadville 48.
Yeah, that's the problem with a guy like Bazell, and of course Grove City has its own with Curtis Hovis, but these 3rd and short plays awfully tough to get a stop.
Tommy Rogers checks in on the defensive line for Grove City. Dugonski comes out, gets a breather. Double wing set for Meadville. Simmons in motion left to right. He'll give it to him on a handoff. Jet sweep right side. Simmons gets outside. He's to the Grove City 40 to the 35 and brought down near the 30-yard line. And Simmons starting to catch a second wind.
Yeah, he sure is. That's a good way to put it, too. As they are starting to get it going a little bit. Simmons was so important to this Meadville team as they built up that lead in the first half, but it's kind of been a little invisible since he went out with a cramp. But like you said, picking up a second wind here and looking good there on that play.
Gain of 25, and the clock did not stop as he was tackled inbounds. We're coming up on the 6-minute mark. Jefferson is wide to the right. Tight end in there is Tidball to the left for Meadville on the wide side of the field. Handoff comes to Griffin Bazell off the left side. Runs into Trezona and Winger. Pickup of 2. It will be 2nd down and 8 at the 25-yard line for Meadville. Down to 5:40 to go. It's a 2-score game, 50-40. After the game, we'll have a full recap, scoring, stats, O'Neill Coffee player of the game, lock, stock, and barrel play of the game. A lot for us to choose from tonight. Reichel wide left. Walker and Simmons split behind Gavin Longstreth. And the handoff is to Walker on a trap into the middle of the line and gets 1 or 2 before he runs into Nathan Boyd. Hubbas also in there.
Yeah, really good pursuit that time, kind of just clogging everything up, giving him nowhere to go, and that was a big play right here. So
3rd and 6 at the 23 for Meadville.
Pretty obvious 4-down territory here for the Bulldogs. So make 2 stops.
Double wing set. Tidball tight left. Jefferson wide right. Simmons in motion left to right. Handoff to Simmons, trying to get around the right side. Breaks 1 tackle. Cuts back to his left. And Simmons able to get across the 20. He'll have the 1st down. Meadville back into the McCandless Ford red zone. And Meadville will get a new series of downs with 4.5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it looked like they had him there. It looked like they had him hemmed in, but he was able to break that 1 tackle, bounce outside, and pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down for Meadville. So Meadville not going away quietly here. We thought maybe when Grove City scored the touchdown to go up 10 that Grove City could actually turn this into somewhat of a blowout, but Meadville right here answering.
1st and 10 at the 16. Turn toss, it's to Bazell over the left side. Bazell bulling forward. The pile moves forward down to the 10. Griffin Bazell on his 21st carry of the night picks up 6. 2nd and 4 now at the 10. But if you're Grove City, you don't like giving up yardage, but you're okay seeing that clock continue to move.
Right. Yeah, no doubt about that. And then you get the football back, and then it's, you just chew up clock with Hubbas plowing his way down the field behind the big offensive line.
3:40 to go. Longstreth comes under center. Simmons and Walker split behind Longstreth. Bazell wing right. Handoff goes to Simmons. He cuts back to his left on a sweep. Simmons down inside the 5. He'll have the 1st down. Meadville will have 4 shots to score from inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
We'll see where it is officially spotted. They put it down right on the 5. Simmons now 157 yards on 17 carries. This will be the 10th play of the drive. It's a drive that's used nearly 5 minutes. Bulldogs break the huddle. Tidball tight right. It's Reichel wide left. Double wing set, Walker the fullback. 1st and goal to 5. Bazell in motion, gets the handoff. Jet sweep over the left side. Griffin Bazell will take it in. Touchdown Meadville. The Bulldogs are not done. With 2:59 left, the lead has been cut to 50-46.
Yeah, so see what they elect to do here. Probably you'd think just go for 1 here. Try to cut it to 3, but no, they're going to go for 2, Ryan. They've left Longstreth out there.
Meadville will go for 2. Again, the field goal not really an option for them, so we'll see how things shake out. Either way, you still need another score to win it. They go for 2, handoff to Simmons on a jet sweep, trying to get around the right side. He's able to sneak inside the pylon. The 2-pointer is good, and that makes it 50-48 with 2:59 to go. Each team has all 3 timeouts remaining too.
High drama here as we head down to the stretch of this game. Just inside of 3 minutes, 2:59 to go. Meadville able to cut it to a 50-48 lead, but Grove City about to get the ball back.
Potentially. Could be onside kick.
Yeah, right.
Here's the one thing, Chris. You go for 2 here.
Yeah.
And let's say for something that Grove City would happen to score. If they miss the conversion, you're down 8. So,
right.
It's again, you're kind of maybe thinking, a lot has to happen, but
right.
At that point,
that's a good point.
So it's 50-48. We will, of course, keep it right here with 2:59 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I imagine if they had one of those magic cards, that would probably tell you to go for 2 in that situation for that exact reason.
Well, no, because you'd go for normally you'd go for 1 to get within 3, but
right,
but without a field goal being the option.
Yeah, right. That's yeah, you're right.
50-48. Let's see who will kick off. Simmons has done most of the kicking, but Walker did the last kickoff, and they're both out there. Grove City has a lot of low numbers out there. We see McCready and Rogers, Hathaway, 9 men up near the 50-yard line. We'll see how Simmons puts the ball on the tee. Pereira's up there for Grove City. Lutz, it is the hands unit out there. Hubbas is deep, and who's the other guy deep? Maybe Trey Resner here on the near side. Can't get a good look at his jersey.
Yeah.
See what Meadville elects to do here. Simmons has it teed up far right hash mark at the 40. 50-48 Grove City. 2:59 to go in the fourth. And it's going to be Walker to kick, and he sends a squibber near side. Takes a high hop, but Hayden McCready handles it and goes down immediately. Hayden McCready made a tough play look routine.
Yeah, he did, because I tell you one thing, too, is that, the ball, he kind of was thinking that it was going to come to him like a sharp ground ball, and all of a sudden it took a big hop, and he had to kind of jump up from a crouched position to secure it, but he does secure it, and still time, obviously, for Meadville to force a 3-and-out and get the football back, but Grove City just needs to take good care of the ball and pick up a couple of first downs here.
1st and 10 at the 44. Ball in the near right hash. Grove City moving left to right in the fourth quarter, clinging to a 2-point lead. Rogers the up back. Homan out of the shotgun. Give to Hubbas. Hubbas slams up the middle. He gets to midfield. Bazell brings him down at the 49-yard line. Hubbas, a quick 7. It will be 2nd and 3. Meadville with 3 timeouts left. A little early maybe to use it here, but we'll see what the Bulldogs elect to do. They have to get a stop. First things first. Hubbas now 181 yards on 30 carries. Hathaway wide right. Rogers wing right on the short side of the field. Long count from Homan. Now Rogers will shift to an up back position. Homan gets the snap. Give to Hubbas. Hubbas up the middle. Has the first down a whole lot more. Hubbas giving Jefferson a ride down to the 25-yard line. 20 more. 24, in fact, for Curtis Hubbas. He's over 200 yards on the night.
I tell you what, obviously give Hubbas a lot of credit there, but how about that hole? How about the hole that was opened up there by the Grove City offensive line center, Tommy Rogers, the guards, Blair and Winger. Just an absolute huge gap for him to run through.
1st and 10 at the 25. Down to 2 minutes exactly to go. Meadville still has its 3 timeouts. I would expect to see them used in this series of downs now.
Yeah.
Clock continues to roll. I have a hunch it's going to be in 28's hands, though.
Yeah.
A lot of signs and gesticulations on the Grove City sideline. And the handoff is to Hubbas. Hubbas into the pile, hit bouncing around, and he will go down after a pickup of a couple.
Yeah.
And Meadville will take its first timeout of the second half. It comes with 1:34 to go in the fourth quarter. And we are going to stay here. Andy Ryder says stay here. So we're going to stay on the air here with 1:34 to go. Don't forget, in the postgame of a full recap, scoring, stats, O'Neill Coffee, player of the game, lock, stock, and barrel, play of the game, and then we'll send it to Aaron Byro for the fifth quarter scoreboard show. But, Chris, this is this is going to be a hard one to top.
Yeah, this is a heck of a football game. Just one of those first game of the year openers for both teams that, the offense just really looked good. The defense, obviously, a lot of things to work on for both teams. But high drama here if, obviously, Grove City just trying to run this thing out or get one more score to put it away. Up 2 with 1:34 to go, and the football knocking on the door here of the McCandless red zone.
Eagles will have 2nd down and 8 coming up here. Meadville 2 timeouts remaining. Lutz motions from left, now giving a double wing look. Give to Hubbas over the right side. Hubbas charging forward across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Brought down by Ian Whistler. And Meadville will now take its second timeout. Ball at the 17-yard line. Grove City will have 3rd and 2 after the timeout, which comes with 1:27 left. Bulldogs down to 1 timeout. Hubbas 33 carries, 213 yards.
I mean, you look at it as this is obviously, I mean, I guess I'm stating the obvious, but just to kind of paint the picture here. Basically, if Meadville can make a stop here, force a 4th down, call another timeout, then the play of the game will be the 4th down play. But that's basically what it comes down to is if Grove City can pick up a 1st down, either on this 3rd down play or on the 4th down play, they're going to win the game.
Eagles need 2 yards. It's a long 2, however. 3rd and 2 at the 17. Flags. And did Grove City move? Yes, Eagles false start. And now 3rd and 2 becomes 3rd and 7.
Oh, boy.
Back at the 22-yard line. And the Eagles have committed their 7th infraction of the night. The ball back to the 22. 3rd and 7. Hubbas the deep back, Homan in the shotgun, fields a high snap. He will throw a pass and incomplete. Pereira was open, but the pass was behind him. That would have done it. Instead, it's 4th and 7, and the clock stops with 1:23 to go.
I love the play call, and everything about it was good, but Pereira and Homan's timing a little bit off as Pereira able to get behind the defense on the slant route, but the ball was behind him.
And now 4th and 7. And Meadville still has the timeout. 4th and 7. Homan back to pass. Homan down the middle of the field, and it is caught! It is caught by Rogers at the 2-yard line. And that will sew it up for Grove City. A leaping grab in traffic for Zach Rogers.
Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, just a gutsy call by the Grove City coaches, and Homan and Rogers make it pay off as they're able to seal the deal with that touchdown pass. So now John Hake will come out and try to make it a 2-possession game.
No, it's not a touchdown, Chris.
Oh.
That's even better for Grove City.
It is better. You're right. Wow. I thought he was 5 yards into the end zone.
No, he is down at the 1, and Meadville will take its final timeout with 1:10 to go. The ball is at the 1-yard line. If Grove City just take a knee, I'm sure Meadville will say, hey, let them score. That's Meadville's only chance at this point.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I'm sure that's what the Grove City coaches are talking about.
Take a couple knees and,
yeah, right.
go get something to drink
right?
after the game.
Meadville cannot win the game if they don't get the ball back. And Grove City can literally run the clock out with a couple of knees. If the ball was at the 50, nobody would even think anything of it. Of course they would take 2 knees at the 50, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, I mean, that's...
But what a pass from Hunter Homan, and an even better catch for Rogers.
Yeah, no kidding.
His first catch of the night came at a pretty good time.
Yeah.
And now the Eagles will have everybody in tight. So it appears that they will take a knee. Now here's the thing. It's the first snap they've taken from under center tonight.
Right. Yeah, good point.
Homan takes a knee.
Yeah.
That's that's the thing. You always have to keep in mind with the shotgun teams or spread teams when they in these situations. You see some teams, they will actually take the snap 3 or 4 yards deep. Like in a normal shotgun, just take the knee from back there.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Homan needing one more snap here from Tommy Rogers, and Grove City will hold on for a 50-48 victory. Back judge puts his hand up. And he'll start counting down. Homan gets the snap, takes a knee. Down to 25 seconds to go. Eagles do not have to run another play. Hello to everybody listening on 790 WPIC. They've joined us here a few moments ago after the Ursuline Hickory postgame. And the Grove City Eagles have held on. They came from behind and then had to hold on for a 50-48 win tonight over Meadville here at Forker Field. I'm Ryan Briggs along with Chris Birch. We're going to have a full postgame coming up here in a few moments. Chris, what a game. I mean, just what a game. Offense, some big defensive plays, some opening week jitters and a little bit of sloppiness here and there. But if you were here tonight or listening or watching, you got your money's worth, and you had to be thoroughly entertained.
You sure did. And, here's the thing. There were a few moments in this game where you almost wondered if Meadville was going to blow them out, right? But they made a couple of mistakes. Grove City showed a lot of toughness and grit, just kind of capitalizing on the mistakes, finding the end zone, and then all of a sudden this started to look like a very confident veteran team in Grove City, and a very hard-earned, much-deserved win tonight for this Eagle team over a very good Meadville team. So, yeah, I mean, this is a great win.
Grove City a winner tonight. Your final score 50-48. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with a full post game, player of the game, brought to you by O'Neill Coffee, lock, stock, and barrel play of the game, all that and much, much more. Grove City a winner 50-48 here on Sports Radio 96.7 and 790 WPIC.
That needs to be done now. Longer investment terms may create more opportunities for compounded return growth. Leaving the market through challenging times to return when the market is going back up can be a lost opportunity as well. Please call Dave Cashdollar or Tim Cashdollar to review how investing long-term can work for you at 724-458-5233 or stop by 115 Erie Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Dave Cashdollar also offers advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar & Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
Okay, class. Today, we're discussing what does a roof mean to you?
It means that I don't get rained on when I'm inside.
It means I can play my music loud and the neighbors can't hear it.
It allows my family to safely shelter in place.
It means that we can be protected from outside germs.
It's where we can dance through the quarantine.
To me, a roof means a home.
The Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group can help keep your family safe now more than ever. Go to PennOhioRC.com to start your installation today.
It doesn't take a degree in finance to see the cost of college continues to rise. Generally, the majority of families rely on a combination of scholarships, grants, financial aid, part-time jobs, and parent-grandparent support to help pay the cost. If your child is approaching college age, a good first step is estimating the potential cost. Call Dave Cashdollar or Tim Cashdollar to help you decide which strategy can work for you at 724-458-5233 or stop in at 115 Erie Street, Grove City, PA 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Financial Networks, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Dave Cashdollar also offers advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar & Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
Wow, this food is delicious.
Do you know how hard it is to find a bar like V's that has good food?
Or V's. They have great drinks.
And great service.
And big TVs.
And is a great place to stop before and after the games.
No matter how you call it, V's or V's, when you're out with friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, V's Pub and Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesdays through Saturday with happy hour from 4:30 to 6:30. V's Pub and Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
The fifth quarter show is being brought to you by O'Neill Coffee, proud sponsors of the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. Visit them online at o'neillcoffee.com.
And we are back here on Sports Radio 96.7. Ryan Briggs and Chris Birch with you. Andy Ryder back in the studio producing tonight's game and doing a great job. Had some choppy waters early, but Andy at the captain's helm got us through. Great job as always, Andy. Grove City had some choppy waters tonight. Eagles trailed 21-7 and 28-14 in the second quarter. In fact, they trailed with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter, 40-35. But the Eagles rally and earn a 50-48 victory tonight over Meadville in both teams' season opener. And Chris, a lot to cover here.
Yeah.
But first, a general thought or two.
Just again, I think it's a testament to the discipline and just how well coached and well schooled this Grove City team and football program is. They withstood a really talented Meadville team, a team I think probably that was better than everybody thought they were going to be, but they were able to just sort of right the ship, not panic, not make a bunch of mistakes, capitalize on Meadville's mistakes, and get out of here with a great win.
This Meadville, you wonder here in the fourth quarter, second half, or latter part of the third quarter, fourth quarter, Meadville sophomores and juniors out there with the exception of Bazell, the only senior on the team. Grove City, a lot of seniors out there, a lot of experience out there. I have to think that played a pivotal role in the final quarter and a half tonight. Just that experience and just being in tight situations before.
No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Just kind of like leadership and just all of that. And the crucial mistakes were made by Meadville tonight. And, lots of plays were made by Meadville. Lots of plays were made by Grove City. But Meadville made a couple more mistakes, and particularly down the stretch like you're talking about. And just a great win for leadership and discipline tonight by the Grove City Eagles.
The scoring summary in this one, if you're taking notes, grab an extra pen. Meadville took a 7-0 lead with 10:43 to go in the first quarter. Kellon Simmons, a 42-yard touchdown run. He then added the extra point and was 7-0 Bulldogs. Grove City tied it at the 7:46 mark. Curtis Hubbs, a 4-yard touchdown run. John Hakes, extra point, knotted the game at 7. It was 7-all until the 8:40 mark of the second quarter. That's when Brady Walker ripped off an 83-yard run on a trap up the middle for Meadville. Simmons' extra point made it 14-7 Bulldogs. The lead swelled to 21-7. A minute and a half later, Simmons scored on an 8-yard run at the 7:04 mark. That came after Grove City muffed a kickoff, 21-7 Meadville. Grove City able to answer back. Hubbs, his second touchdown of the night. That came at the 3:41 mark of the second quarter. Hakes' extra point made it 21-14. So remind you, 3:41 to go in the half. We had 4 more touchdowns scored in the rest of the half. 2:54 mark, Bazell scored on a 5-yard run to make it 28-14 Meadville. And then Grove City scored 11 seconds later. Joey Hathaway, 62-yard catch and run from Hunter Homan to make it 28-21. Meadville then fumbled it away, and then Curtis Hubbs scored a couple plays later from 36 yards out at the 2:11 mark. So Hathaway scored at 2:43. Hubbs scored at 2:11. Hakes' extra point tied it at 28. Meadville retook the lead in the closing moments of the first half. Simmons, a 19-yard pass reception from Gavin Longstreth. Extra point blocked by Anthony Pereira. 34-28 was our halftime score. In the third quarter, a lot of activity, but no points put on the board until Grove City finally took its first lead of the night. Anthony Pereira, 15-yard touchdown catch from Homan. Hakes' extra point made it 35-34. Grove City held the lead for the grand total of 22 seconds as Bazell ripped off a 30-yard run. That came after the Bulldogs ran a reverse with the returners on the kickoff. Simmons took it to the 30, and on the next play, Bazell scored from 30 yards out. 2-point pass failed, 40-35 Meadville with a minute 36 to go. That lead lasted for minute 4. Grove City pulls back ahead. Curtis Hubbs, a 19-yard touchdown run at the 30, or with 32 seconds left. Hunter Homan's 2-pointer made it 43-40. Hathaway then caught an 11-yard pass from Homan with 8:23 to go. Hakes' extra point made it 50-40. Meadville did not go away. A 10-play, 67-yard drive that used 5:15. Bazell scored on a 5-yard run with 2:59 to go. Simmons scored the 2-pointer to make it 50-48. But Grove City able to melt the remainder of the clock. The final 3 minutes, Grove City able to go 8 plays, 55 yards. They got it to the 1-yard line, took a couple of knees,